Hello everyone, I hope you all are having a fantastic day today. We're gonna be getting ready with me because I got some things going on and I want you guys to kind of be a part of this journey with me per se. So I'm gonna be getting ready. We're gonna be styling my hair just a little bit because I did my hair last night, and we're gonna be doing some skincare because knowing myself, a girl's face is crying, so we're gonna do all that stuff. And I'm gonna be using that, and I'm gonna be using my setting spray. I'm gonna be using my facial mist. We're gonna be using the Refresh. Yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day though. I'm gonna be using my serum. This is the Mary and May, the retinol one. I will also be using my Neutrogena, the Hydro Boost. And we're going to be using my other facial mist, this one, the aloe and rose water one. Hello, hello. Okay. And then I'm going to be using the Hydro Boost Water Gel. You guys can definitely check this out. It's in my TikTok shop. Everything that I'm using is in my TikTok shop. And it comes on so cold. Ooh, my favorite. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Make sure you guys do check out my TikToks and show my things some love. My YouTube channel, check me out on Instagram. Okay, and that is the work of the Neutrogena water gel. Okay, and now I'm going to be using the setting spray. This is the Refresh Aloe and Rose Water Facial Mist, this one. I would have my fan, but I don't know where my fan went. It has to be in one of my other things. Okay. And then, because I want to smell good, we're going to be using my Bath & Body Works Fairy Tale. This is like one of my favorite things. And we're gonna like style this her. And if I had a purple bow, it would be nice, but I don't have a purple bow. So we're gonna have to use some clips. Kind of like style and kind of leave it nice, you know. On the purple clips. And then let's see what else I could put. There we go. Stick it all in there. Hello, girly. I want to do it a certain way that it looks cute. Thank you so much for sending roses. Thank you, friend. I'm trying to like have this look cute, you know? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Cutesy. And I'm like, I have to do it again. I think. No. I think. No. There we go. And then I did my skincare. We put the clippies in. I'm like really trying to like have this go maybe like oh, I don't have any earrings on. Oh, you guys got a new kitty. That's cute. I have a kitty too. I have a cat. Well, he got big now, but I got a big kitty. What do you guys think about naming your cat? I don't know. I feel like I should just leave my face alone. Oh, that's cute. They were always just like, here, take it. But oh, that sounds great though. The cat distribution. I'm trying to see what else did I want to do. I mean, I styled my hair as much as I could, just to have it, you know, thing. My brother is messing with the wife, and you cut out for a sec. Oh, I was asking, like, what are you guys thinking about naming the cat? Since I got a kitty, you guys got a name for it yet? Or you guys are her name is Sass. Aw, cute. Ooh. At least my skin is starting to come down. I feel like if I still continue to like do my skincare, my skin will come back. She keeps messing with husband's wires. Ooh. Girl, I feel you on that. Beast, I feel like for me, when he messes around with the wires, sometimes he'll even knock down like the Wi-Fi box. Yeah. It'd be like that. They like to test authority. That's what the word is. Yes. They're like, yeah, let's see how far she'll go. Pooh. Boop. But for the most part, he's a really good cat. For the most part. He's adorable. He's our first black cat, too. Uh-huh. I had a cat named Kyrie, right? Before she went missing. She used to, like, literally look at you and knock things over. Like, she'll be like, oh, you said I can't do that? All right, I'm going to do it again. Boom. And she'll, like, purposely, like, do it again and again. Just right in front of you to see if you would say something or, like, how you would react and stuff like that. But Beast, I feel like he does it because he doesn't know what it is. And he's still kind of like a baby and he hasn't turned 1 yet. So it's kind of like he's trying to figure out what he can and can't do. I don't know if that makes any sense. Yes, I do see those videos, like, of cats being, like, very, like, adventurous or jumping or, like, yeah, I love them. Yeah, I love them. Usually my friends, they usually would send them to me because they're like, girl, you are the cat mom of the group. You're always having a cat. And it's true. I do always have a cat. Before, a long while ago, I think, when I was, like, maybe, like, 18, I owned my very first cat. And then, what's it called? Maybe, like, a year or two ago, I, like, had my cat, Kyrie. Then after, Kyrie, she had babies. The 1 year, I think it was, maybe, like, January of, like, 2024. In the beginning of the year, on January 13th, she made me a grandma. That was the first time I was ever, like, a grandmama, and I had grandkitties. That's what I call them, grandkitties. She had 4 in her litter. It wasn't much, but they were, like, really small. They were, like, little small babies. But it was cute. If I had the chance to, I would have kept her and, like, all the kitties together, honestly. But around that time, since there was a lot of things hectic in my life, I had to, give away the kitties and stuff like that. And then, what was it? I'm trying to think. Then a year or two later, somebody had let her outside the house. And mind you, she's used to being in and out. But the thing was, somebody had came to our bushes and took her out of our bushes. So she went missing because somebody took her out from my yard. Basically. So a person stole my cat, in a way. But she's been missing for quite some time. And it sucks because that was my baby. That was my precious baby. And it bothers me because it's just like, we have people nowadays that, like, oh, if they want an animal, now sometimes they're even going into people's yards, taking animals, dogs, and certain things, like, when you can just go and buy yourself an animal, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people who are, like, very, what's the word that I would like to call it? I would say, like, conniving You know what I mean? And they'll literally go out of their way to like go to somebody's house and like take an animal when you can actually like just go and buy one, bro. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is the day and age that we're in. You'd think that people would be more intelligent, and the crazy part of it is when I was trying to get her microchipped, right? Because this is around the time I was going to get her microchipped. I bought like harnesses and stuff that I wanted to get into, like taking her outside more and stuff like that. Because mind you, since she had her babies and stuff like that, I wanted to like get her outside more so that way she's not like sad, you know what I mean? So it just so happened she was looking for the deeds again, basically, and she got scooped up from the bushes outside. My thing is, I don't understand how people could take animals from somebody's yard. Like, she left and like she had came back into the bushes. Somebody took her out from the bushes. No problem, no problem. There's lit up gifts. Oh, people are getting gifts from left and right on this TikTok app. Okay. You can even adopt them. That is true. That is true. Beast, I had Beast when he was a baby. And he's still a baby. He hasn't turned 1 yet. But he's so big already. Like, I can do that. Hold on. I'm about to show you guys Beastie. Like, I know I was, like, posting videos about him already. But, like, he is so big. And not only that, but my room is disastrous because I'm in the middle of, like, moving. My little moving process. So, like, my room is in boxes and crates. My room looks like that right now. Don't judge, people. I'm gonna be moving soon. Bye. Okay? We listen and we don't judge. I'm gonna show you guys Beastie. Let's see if we find him. Usually he's in the laundry room. So we got over here. There he is. And that's it, boy. This is Beast. Normally, he's in the laundry room, but it might have been that he just finished eating. Come show you. Come. Ooh. Show him how big you are. He's gotten so big. He used to be so small. He's not even 1 yet. Hasn't even been a year. He's already so big. But yeah, he is like so big. He hasn't even been a year yet, and he's this big already. Look at him. He's so big. It's not even a year yet. It's not even a year yet, and he's so big. Say hi, Beastie. Say hi, boy. Because the thing was, at first, when he was a baby, we thought Beast was a girl. So Beast was once upon a time, his name was Beauty. But as soon as he got a little bit bigger, yes, he became a beast. That's what we like to say, that he became a beast. Because look at him. Look how big he is. He's so big. He's not even a year old yet. He's already this big. Tell him. Tell him that you grew up. Tell him. But he was so tiny when he was a baby. He was so tiny. The way he be looking at me sometimes. He's so cute. He's so happy. When he purrs so loud. Even when he was a baby, like his purr was so deep. It almost sounded like a whole motor. Like he used to be like, brrr, like even when he was like young. It was crazy. I'm over here like, are you sure? I was like, are you sure he's a girl? Sounds like a boy. They were like, no, she's a girl. As soon as he got bigger, he's a boy. I should have put money on that. Like, my thing is, right, if you're giving somebody a cat, wouldn't you already know? If you know about cats, right, and let's just say, because this lady had, like, so many cats, right? How do you not know whether a cat is a girl or a boy? I never understood that concept. Kim. Hey. He just did, like, a little twirl. Yeah, twirl. But yeah, he likes to be down here in the basement. I promise you, there's a lot of space. It's just that he just likes to be down here. He likes to climb. He likes to explore. Look at him. Where are you going? Where are you going? He likes to press his head onto me sometimes, like nudging me. He loves that. Tell him, Beastie. Yes, they do. Especially him. Yeah. Tell him that you like to be. Where are you going? Where are you going? He probably smells like the hair products I had in my hand. But yeah, laundry is getting done. And then I have my meeting later today. I think I like, what, maybe like 1:30. And then I have Melly Belly. She is a stag, aka a French bulldog mixed with a pit bull. Say hi, Melly Belly. Hi. This is Melly. And then I know Mocha's in the room. She's pretty cute too. Oh, the room is locked. Okay. And then Spade is over yonder this way. Hello. You going back there? No. And then this is Spade. That's Spade. It's okay. It's all right. So yeah, we have 4 animals. let's see. And then yesterday when I was cleaning, I found another one of my gamer headsets, right? And I found my other controllers from my PlayStation because another one of my gamer headsets, right? And I found my other controllers from my PlayStation because, mind you, video games, of course, but it's like I found my other controllers. Well, this is for, like, of course, my PlayStation. My PlayStation is right here. Then I have my Xbox. But the only thing is, I need to try to get a webcam for the Xbox. Because I have one that goes for my PlayStation and that works with everything else that I have over here. But I need one that goes perfectly with, like, the Xbox. But I am able to, like, to stream again because I had to go and make a new, what's it called? Not PlayStation, but Twitch account. Because right now they're still trying to help me retrieve my other one. And one of my friends convinced me to make another one. Because I was like, you know what? All right. I'm going to have to make another one because they're not going to let me, you know, going back and forth with my other one. So I was like, okay, that's fine. All right. So I decided to do that instead. Yes. So so far on there, I just been streaming when I'm playing, like, you know, Lego Fortnite. It's really fun playing with a lot of friends on Lego Fortnite. I'm trying to get more games onto, like, my Xbox so I could be able to, like, play some. And I've been fighting with PlayStation to give me my account back. So hopefully they do, because I had a lot of games on PlayStation, but I don't want to lose all the achievements and other things that I had on there. But because I think when that person false reported me, there was, like, somebody named Brief Turkey or whatever his username was, came into mine and my sister's game with me and her last year. Like, it was like 2 weeks before Christmas. We were playing Lego Fortnite, and the person literally came in, reported, then left, and then all of a sudden, I wasn't able to play PlayStation no more or Fortnite for a while. So then, the year ended, and then, like, the beginning of this year, I got my Fortnite account. I started playing Fortnite again. Then I got, what's it called? I got myself the Xbox because I was like, you know what? I want to play, you know, certain games off of there too. So I got the Xbox. Then, I'm thinking, then I started getting some more games for my Nintendo Switch. That's another thing. I want to try to figure out how some of these other creators are, like, streaming Nintendo Switch. It's probably the ones with the Joy-Con, no, right? Yeah, the Joy-Con. That you put it into, like, the TV. I feel like because I have the Nintendo Switch Lite, I don't think I could stream off of there. I don't think. But yeah. So I don't know. I just been trying to figure out a lot of things because I'm just like, you know what, I want to get back into it. I used to a while ago, but I'm just like, man, I felt like, because I've been doing everything else, I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, there's so much stuff going on. I'm like, I can't even just, sometimes I really can't just sit down and do what I'm doing right now sometimes. Like, sometimes I would really have to, like, wait till the end of the day. Like, my day is finished completely. I don't have nothing else going on to just sit down and just be like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do something. So, yeah. I feel like a Walmart. All right, bet. Ooh. All morning. I've been yawning all morning. All morning. Man, I keep having to fix this one. Oh, okay. So then maybe I should check, you know, Walmart. I know originally I was going to go to Walmart because, you know, I got to do some girly shopping because, you know, since I'm finally getting, like, you know, my very first apartment and stuff like that, I want to be able to, like, decorate and stuff like that. So, I wanted to get some things from there, some Hello Kitty stuff. Because knowing myself, I'm a huge Hello Kitty person. And not only that, but like, Temu has a lot of nice decorations as well. Right. I've been doing stuff from like Temu, Shein, Amazon. That's where I've been getting majority of my other stuff, Amazon. I probably might have to get a new chest. I might have to get new drawers for this because I want to try to get some stuff for like the bathroom and stuff like that. And like, it's just so much. I'm like doing so much. And I'm like, I'm happy and I'm excited because, you know, it's been years. I've been trying to like save up to finally get myself a place. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I've been doing like a lot of like spring cleaning, getting rid of clothes. I hardly have pants. I feel like all this like fashion shows and things or whatever, you'd think I would have pants. No, I hardly have pants. I'm literally living off of freaking sweatpants and leggings right now. I need to try to get like denim jeans. I feel like when I had my H. pylori, like my autoimmune sickness and my anemia for 2 whole years, I couldn't wear no skinny jeans, no tight fitted pants. I had to wear something that was light, that wasn't so like air restricting, should I say. And like, I had to change my whole wardrobe, literally. But you know what? That's okay. Sometimes change is needed. And I feel like a lot of people get discouraged about, you know, wardrobe changes. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm okay with it because, you know, majority of my life, I felt like I restricted my own self from like wearing certain things because I was just like, oh, you know, because mind you, we was in high school at one point, right? So like our high school, even though it was a public high school, we were wearing like uniforms. So like I tried stepping out of my comfort zone just a little bit. But even so, I just always felt like, oh no, I can't do that. No. Even styling my hair, I felt like if I did too much, I was getting too much attention towards myself. And I didn't really like too much attention. I feel like nowadays my vision or the way that I look at like certain things is a lot more different than how I used to. And I feel like a lot of people be like, girl, I don't know, I still see the same old. I'm like, no, I don't think I'm the same girl I was basically. I know I was like very quiet at one point, but I think it was because not only was I observing, I feel like it was like a traumatic response for a lot of things that like I've been through personally. And you know, even when I was in high school, I dealt with a lot of like online bullying and in real life bullying with certain people, you know what I mean? Like, not very many people liked me. I mean, I kind of figured, you know what I mean? But I think it's because like with the whole quiet girl thing, like they always go for somebody who doesn't really speak up much or talk much. But eventually, you know what's even crazier too? Like, now that I'm doing everything that I said I wanted to do, because a lot of people used to be like, girl, you're never gonna do that, that's not realistic, I can never see you doing anything like that, blah 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 blah. But you know what, I feel like I'm in the era of like proving a lot of people wrong. And when people used to like shut me down and make me feel bad about myself, now I'm laughing. I feel like I've never had this much joy in my life before, because I feel like there's a lot that I went through when I was in high school, especially with my one ex, you know what I mean? And then my ex-friend, we all know that this one, the one that starts with, you know, this. Like, I never in my life would be this. Like, I feel like if those things never happened, I feel like I would never be where I'm supposed to be at. Because I feel like sometimes people have a lot of regret. Like, don't get me wrong, I do feel a way because it's just like, girl, you did me wrong. I was there for you. Girl, you did me wrong. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel internally. But it's like, for her to think that she could come back. So I'm going to tell you guys something funny, right? So this girl, I remember when I was friends with this girl. This girl was the reason why my one ex cheated on me, right? Mind you, she had a guy herself, right, guys? So this is the funny part, right? She comes to my house. Mind you, this is a time where, like, we had to do like the state testing or whatever, right? This girl, I kid you not, comes over to my house. Mind you, I already had finished all the testing, so I didn't really need to like take anything, and then like later on I could have went to school like later on in the day. So like this girl comes to my house. Not only does this girl bring me Nancy Drew books, she's bringing me games to a PlayStation I don't have, because at the time I didn't have a PlayStation 3. I had a PlayStation, I think 2, or it was something that I didn't have at the time. I didn't have a PlayStation 4 at that time. So like she was giving me a PlayStation 3 games or whatever. She gave me like 3 different games. She was giving me stuff that I had gifted to her, basically, right? And then she was telling me to like, she had got this plush, right? I still cannot fathom, because this girl gave me trauma, right? So this girl brings me a plush pig with a hole in the armpit. But I didn't notice it at first. My mom did. So she comes over and she's like, hey, Bree, you know, I know you've been depressed and da-da-da-da. I wanted to get you something or give you something, but I want you to hug this bear and squeeze it tight. I'm looking at her like she's crazy, because knowing myself, I'm just like, if I'm depressed, I'm not in the mood, don't tell me to do something I don't want to do at that moment, right? So I was telling her, I said, you know what, just put it there on the bed, you know, I'm gonna go to sleep, you know, I'll call you later, right? So I'm going to lay my head down. Girl, tell me how 2 to 3 bed bugs bite my ankle coming out from that little plush, right? And I'm screaming like bloody murder almost, right? Like bloody, like I think like, oh my God, like, you know, da-da-da-da. And mind you, I said it in Spanish too, because, you know, mind you, hello, I'm a Latina. So I'm saying it in Spanish. I threw that thing to the floor. My mom is screaming like, oh my God, ¿qué pasó? Like, you know, what happened? I said, check the peluche, mommy. Like, you know, corre la peluche. So she picks up the bear. She's looking at it. She's investigating, because she's like, oh, the bugs, bitch. She's like, we don't got no bugs. So we're checking the bear. Girl, did you know that there was bed bugs in that bear? And she managed to somehow put a Ziploc bag of 3,500 bed bugs in one Ziploc pouch. I'm thinking she must have even gotten it from like the dark web or something. I don't know what. But that girl was trying to me somehow. And I kid you not, I cried so hard. Because the thing was, I never had like animosity or any type of like those feelings towards her. And my mom was like, girl, she's no longer your friend anymore. She tried to freaking you. And it started making sense to me, because then people, and my friend Jordan was telling me like, girl, I think she's jealous of you. I think she's trying to be you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like different things like that. At first, I never thought it would ever be like that, because, you know, I was thinking, oh, well, she's such a nice girl. You know, I'm there for her. You know, da-da-da-da. She's been there for me. Girl, I was dead wrong. I felt like life presented me this girl, this guy, and did those things. And I feel like this was like the biggest lesson, hard-hitting lesson I've ever had to experience in my life. That is just like, okay, so then those things happen. Okay, then few weeks later, I'm going to school, and, you know, she was telling people, oh, that, you know, that I was going to fight her, this, that, and the third, da-da-da-da-da. Because I told her if she was to ever try to do anything to me, that you know, I'm a whoop her head. I told her that a long time ago. And the crazy part of it was, she said that. Then I'm coming into school, and mind you, like, imagine high school Bree, right? High school Bree wouldn't even hurt a hair, right? Like, little old me, I would not hurt a hair. But when she had me like that, I was this close to wanting. I want you to guess who this was. I want you to guess. Her name starts with a C. Even though she don't have me on social media. So, you know what? Fuck it. Cassie. It was Cassie. Because she was messing around with my ex. We know. We know. We know. We know. We know who this is. So, I remember I came to school. She had told everybody I was going to fight her, da-da-da-da. But I remember I came to the table. I sat down. And I think I sat with you, there was a few people, and she was trying to say that I was gonna fight her. That somebody had called me up, and they sent me home because they were telling me like, oh, well, you said you was gonna fight her, you was gonna beat her up or thing or whatever. Since they didn't want to make a full report on it, because they were like, girl, I know you're not gonna do anything, but the school did tell us that we have to send you home. So I'm over here like, oh, okay. So then the second time I went to school and I went to sit at the table, she tried to sit at the same table as us or something. And I told her, I don't want to see her face. Right? And they thought somebody had said that I made some kind of threat to her. So they were like, girl, you got to go home. You can't be making I'm like, I just told her I didn't want to see her face. That's it. Like, I feel like, that was our table first. It wasn't her table. It was our table. Majority of us, like, who are actually friends with each other's table. Like, that girl used to be freaking lollygagging and freaking doing whatever else in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, the girl literally had a new boyfriend every other day. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know what? I just told her I didn't want to see her face. She's purposely sitting near me, trying to be near me because of what? It's just like, you already hurt, like, did what you did. That's it. I don't want to, see you. I don't want to talk to you. Exactly. Nobody wanted to be around her. So what point is it to then sitting with people that don't want to see you? You know what I mean? But she made those 2 reports and then at LCTI, right? So when I was going to LCTI and we went on the same bus, they were telling her, somebody had told her, oh, that Brianna's trying to do this, that, and the third. Did you know they called me down in the LCTI counselors and they sent me home? They sent me home. I was laughing so bad because I'm just like, I didn't do nothing to this girl. If anything, this girl hurt me. Why am I being sent home so much? So then the one time she had the audacity to try to walk with him, my ex, and her near my house. And that's when I said, yeah, I'm gonna, run up on you if you come near my house one more time. Because the thing was, she thought because my house is, like, near that one area, right? She was trying to, like, bring him and think of whatever and ride near my house with his bike and shit like that. So I was like, you come near my house one more time, then you're gonna have an issue. Because now you're stepping into, like, my home area. You don't live here. You could have went the other way. Because he don't even live near me. He lives going down, like, where, like, South Side is. So I was just like, what point is it coming near my house? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I'm just like, you're purposely looking for problems. And she's lucky that none of my cousins or whatever went to that school. That's all I'm going to say. She was lucky. And I kept, like, I'm the type of person, I keep my business and my problems to myself. But that's what I'm saying. It's so wild. And wait, there's more. There's more to this crazy shit. So, towards the end of the year, right? I think it was like maybe like the end of like 2016, right? She breaks up with my ex, I'm guessing, right? He's messaging me talking about, oh, it's your fault she broke up with me. She don't want to be with me. Da, 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 da. I said, motherfucker, I told you she was going to move. What the fuck? That she's going to just somehow stay with you and still somehow live where she's living at? I'm like, are you stupid? But then, like, eventually, right, his ex-best friend comes to me and tells me, oh, because mind you, he did some very bad things to me and he kind of stole my V card. Let's just say we could connect the dots that he hurt me. So when his friend found that out, right, his friend came to me and it was like, oh, Brie, like, I'm really sorry about what happened to you, all this other things, I didn't know he was actually like that and blah, blah, blah. And then his friend was telling me, like, yo, like, he came to my house and he was basically joking around with, like, and playing around with the name tags. Because we had dog tags. Like, this is around the time in high school when girls were, like, into, like, dog tags and, like, little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff engraved. You know what I'm saying? We had engraved dog tags, like, matching dog tags, right? And I'm guessing he had his, and he was playing around with it and was like, oh, one victim down, the next one to go. Because he had told his friend, and his friend told me, it was like, yo, I think you should warn this girl. Even though I feel like in my heart and my soul, I didn't owe that girl nothing. because that girl showed me nothing. You know what I mean? But out of the kindness out of my heart at that time, I'm going to say at that time, because I'm no longer like that no more. Because if somebody does me wrong, that's it. You're done. But around that time, I still went out of my way and I was telling her, yo, be careful with this person. And I told her, make sure you didn't tell him where you live now, because he's the type of crazy dude that will go in through your window and do some crazy stuff. She didn't listen to me. She thought I was lying. She thought I was making stuff up and making stories up. So, what was it, Rainbow? That was Rainbow. But girl, so then, yeah. So then, they go, she's like, you know, she had moved into her new place or whatever. And mind you, like, some of her family have me on social media and stuff like that, right? So, when it happened, right? Because, you know, she basically didn't listen to me when I told her. Because, you know, I gave her a fair warning. Because I told her that his ex-friend came to me and came to my house and was showing me stuff. Excuse me. And I'm just like, be careful. Even though I feel like I didn't have a reason to tell her any of this. I didn't have no loyalty, no nothing. But I feel like since I was such a kind person, I really was, I told her anyway. But she didn't listen to me. So then a week or two goes by. I get a phone call from one of her relatives saying, yo, this mother effer just broke in through the window and this girl's not here. Why is he in, like, you know, the house? I said, well, because, you know, mind you, she didn't tell her family what she did to me. And then they were wondering why I wasn't coming around no more. So I'm telling them, hey, so I don't know if you're aware, but this girl had not only messed with my man, you know, had us break up, basically. She started going out with him for a week. Then they broke up. And the guy, I told her previously what he did to me. Like, it was another reason why I wanted to break up with him anyway. So I'm the one that broke up with him before he could even break up with me. And then even at the talent show, she had the audacity to basically implement herself. Because the thing was, his family showed up to support me in the talent show. And my family came. So imagine, both of our families are there. And you're meaning to tell me that you decided to go in the audience with him, macking on him in the audience, and then go missing for 25 minutes. 25 minutes. And then I already had went home. After that, I was already crying. I went home. I didn't even care who won, who lost, anything. I kid you not. And, what's it called? They come to my house, and then they're like, oh my God. And mind you, she's wearing his hat. Then she's asking to get spaghetti and meatballs, and then tries to come into my kitchen talking about, oh, where's the Parmesan cheese? I said, girl, you're getting the heck out right now. And he's over here trying to be like, oh, well, I was looking for you. I missed you. I said, no, you didn't. Get out. And, like, that whole situation was crazy. All within itself. And then when I found out that he was about to try to do the same thing that he did to me to her, and mind you, they're calling me, right? And I'm just like, well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm not friends with her no more. She did what she did. And, you know, she decided to do well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm not friends with her no more. She did what she did. And, you know, she decided to do what she... So I just got a really good phone call. But hold on, we back to the story time. The story time is juicy. It's hilarious, but it's my life that it actually happened. Sometimes I feel like, yo, I should write a book. But anyway, so this girl, right? She calls me after her one of her parents called me. Then she's calling me and she's like, Bree, I'm sorry. I didn't know he was gonna do that. I thought he was a good guy. Blah, blah, blah. I said, so what? You thought you going with him was somehow gonna change him? Somehow gonna fix him from not being the way that he was? I said, girl, if he was expecting me with less than 5 months to do something with him or claim that, oh, that we need to be intimate in order to be like an official couple or whatever you want to call it. Because mind you, I was like 16. I didn't know what the fuck being in a relationship was. I was still new to like being in relationships and stuff like that or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was like the innocent shit, like holding hands, hugging, kissing. I thought like my mentality when it comes to dating, when I was a kid, right? I thought dating was like something cute, like you're like, oh, like the little, I thought it was like that. But I'm guessing I learned at a very young age. Hold on, had me doing this freaking puzzle again. I thought it was something like that, right? But freaking this girl, she's telling me like, oh, I'm sorry, I wish I wouldn't, because, you know, mind you, before she did what she did, right, I gave her an ultimatum. I said, if you truly want to be my friend, and we can continue being friends from the 3 years that we had. I said, if you choose him, you're no longer my friend no more. And I told her that. So then after this phone call that she's having, right, that she's like, oh, Bree, like, you know, I want to take it all back. I'm sorry, I effed up, you know, da-da-da-da. I said, oh, so now you effed up? Now you're claiming that you did something wrong? I said, you know what? No. I said, you did what you did. You got the school involved in our issue. You got all the... I'm like, girl, even though I wasn't complaining that I was getting kicked out of school every now and then, you know, thing or whatever, or sent home, like, at least it didn't go on my record. But, like, girl. I was like, girl. And then I hung up on her. I remember I hung up on her. I was like, well, you did what you did, and that's it. You're done. And I hung up on her. Then, that summer, right? I'm guessing, like, you know... thing or whatever, I was with, like, you know, somebody that I moved on with, right? This girl decides to call me again and be like, hey, Bree, I'm going with this girl, Kayla, to Dorney Park and thing or whatever. Do you want to come with? I said, girl, what? I said, girl, how did you find my number again? Anyway, so, and then I'm just like, no. I don't want to hang out with you or that girl. That girl did not know how to do makeup for the life of her. That girl's eyebrows used to look like bricks on top of her face. I'm sorry, but, like, somebody did not tell... Like, if that was supposed to be her friend, she was not being her friend and telling her the truth on how she did her makeup and stuff like that. That was horrendous. That shit was horrendous. But anyway, it's just, like, I told her no, like... you figure it out. I'm not, you know, doing that no more. I'm not talking to you no more and stuff like that. And I'm still on the fact how, like, she did all that. And I'm trying to ask her, like, yo, like, how did you get my number? Like, you know, things or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, eventually I blocked her again. But ever since then, it's just like I haven't heard from her since. And I think it's so funny because it's just like I already know a few things that already happened in her life without me actually being physically there. But it's like a lot of people been talking and been like, hey, girl, how's that girl that used to be? I don't know. But all I know is that she's living a life that, you know, she's unhappy with herself. That's all I know. She's unhappy with herself. And that's it. You know, sometimes in life things happen so that way... you know, your life progresses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people try to, like, take from you or make you feel some kind of way. And then it be that they're trying to just drag you with them. So that way you don't live the life that you're meant to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, having purpose. So, like, I feel like... ever since then, I feel like I've never been this happy. Like, what? I
said sincere apologies.
For what?
Me digging.
Did you want snacks? How many Reese's Pieces things do you have?
Well, I have 2 other bags.
Oh.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Where'd you buy them from?
Target. They're pumpkins.
Oh. Can you have one? This one. Oh, these little pumpkins. I used to love these ones, like, around, like, Halloween time. This is perfect. Especially to, like, making, like, cookies and stuff. What? Bussin'.
I literally just threw everything in my car.
Oh, thank you, friend.
And came to get my snacks.
Here, girl, as you should. It literally looks like a nugget. But, you know, man, the way that girl tried to make me out to be somebody I wasn't just gave me more fuel to just be to myself. 2017, I literally stuck to myself. I didn't mind with nobody. I didn't talk to anybody. I literally stuck to myself. I became so isolated and depressed, like the whole year of like 2017. And after, I went through so much. Even to the point where I didn't look at relationships the way I used to. And I started getting into like effed up situations. Because I thought I deserved it. It was with like the whole self-doubt, it was like, you know, that thing. It was crazy. And I remember back then, nobody wanted me to talk about it. Everybody used to try to be like, oh, well, she's making things up, this, that, and the third. For me, I never had a reason to make stuff up. And people would send me stuff. And I would be reacting to the things that would be happening, you know? Like any other person would. Like, if you were reacted to something or whatever, or something happens to you or whatever, of course you're going to react, no? Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people back then, they were trying to, like, keep me quiet, keep me from saying anything or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then when one person found out, he got him and his two other friends to go boom, boom, boom to that person. I kid you not. In the first 3 months of 2017, or like school that year, nobody bothered me. I kid you not. I felt like not only was I, like, the harassment and all that other crazy stuff stopped, like, nobody even dared to approach me. I felt like I finally had peace, but I was also dealing with, like, so much solitude and isolation that, like, even when freaking 2020 came around, like, I started dyeing my hair bright red. Like, I had so many changes. I had cut my hair, thing or whatever, dyed my hair. I went through a lot of phases when it comes to, like, dealing with mental health. So this is why I'm so big on mental health. And I always tell girls that, like, if you want to, like, you know, change something, you know what I'm saying? Just change your actions. Don't change yourself. You don't have to change your hair. You don't have to change nothing about yourself. Because I feel like for a long time, because of things that happened in the past, I had tried changing everything about myself at one point, because the girl, you know what I'm saying, like, her and my ex, they would, like, harass me, have people following me home and all this other stuff. And it was, like, to a point where, like, I felt so, like, isolated. I felt alone. And then, like, all of 2017, like 2017, I stuck to myself. I was isolated. I, like, didn't bother with nobody. Like, I was just, like, keeping myself to myself at that point, because I was just like, I felt so alone. Like, I've never felt so alone in my life until, like, literally senior year. Senior year was like, I was alone to myself, keeping to myself. I focused on school, finished school, and I felt like, and then after high school, right, I end up getting with the one guy that I said I would never get in with, like, you know, get with. It was so funny because, like, then the mother effer ends up cheating on me with my foster brother's ex-girlfriend from, like, a few years back and shit like that. And then found out that he had a baby mom's and freaking another baby mom on the way. Girl, that year of 2016 to 2017 was so wild for me. I'm like, you know what? Let me get off this roller coaster. I said, let me get off. I need to get off. Like, right now. ASAP, no Rocky. I had to get off. So, all of this was happening, right? And then, by the time, like, 2020 came around. This is, like, when, like, the beginning of, like, social media blowing up for me in a way. Because, like, mind you, when I was doing, like, live streams and stuff like that, I used to do it with this girl, right? and she used to come over to my house to hang out with me. It was kind of like my own version of like iCarly in a way. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like me doing the live streams back in the day, that was like my shit. Like I would just do goofy shit. Like I remember we used to like try to run a McDonald's shopping cart through the drive-through and like trying to order shit from the freaking cart and shit like that. Like I would do crazy shit. And then it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes I miss it, but then again, it's just like she messed up everything. Even friendships and things. And it was just like, I thank God I see from the other side now that it's just like, back then, I don't know why I was defending her so much. I don't know. Maybe because I wanted that friendship. I don't know. Maybe because like she was the only close thing I had. I don't know. Me personally, I don't know why I attached myself to her so much. And then when I started realizing everything, and when Jordan was really like helping me like figure out like, girl, she's not the girl that you think she is, you know, I should have listened. And I always tell Jordan this. I'm just like, girl, I should have listened to you. I should have listened. But I didn't. But that was my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes in life, we have to go through our own faults, our own choices, realize, right? Have these realizations. And then, you know, figure out in life what we want and what we don't want. And I thank God for those things happening. Even though, yes, it was pretty bad. I feel like those things helped me to realize that, you know, I know what kind of people I want to surround myself with, people I want to be friends with. I want to be friends with people who want to grow, want to like prosper, want to like make businesses, want to do stuff, doing like, you know, things that make them happy. You know what I mean? Instead of waiting for somebody to like making them happy, or trying to force somebody to somehow make them happy or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because those kind of people are always going to be unhappy, and they're going to continue to try to bring people down. And I thank God I separated myself from that chick. Even though she tried calling me after that whole situation, she tried inviting me to hang out with her and some girl named Kayla, with the one that didn't know how to do makeup on her eyebrows. Girl, them things look like freaking slugs. I don't know why she was lying to her and saying that her makeup was fine. Now, her makeup was not fine. That was horrendous. I don't know who lied to her, but crazy. No. I thank God. By the time I started learning how to use makeup and doing things, I was a whole completely different person. Because I remember in high school, people used to be like, oh, well, you look like this girl, or she looks like you, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then when she was trying to copy me, because I used to wear that one Pikachu hoodie, I got so tired of wearing that Pikachu hoodie because she started wearing it a lot. But everybody used to call me like Pikachu. It was me. I was the Pikachu. She wasn't the Pikachu. I was the Pikachu. But it was like, imagine, I never would have thought that would ever happen to me. Somebody that would like try to engulf themselves in somebody else's life and wanting to be them so bad. But my thing was, I wasn't even all that anyway, for her to wanting to try to be like me so bad. I never understood that. I still don't. Because my thing is like, if you really feel like you gotta like copy somebody, or try to be like somebody, or adopt a personality that's not your own or something, there's something mentally wrong with you up there. And I thank God that I never was like that, and like I just kept to myself from it. Hey, is it cool if I join the... Yes, of course. How do I do that? I gotta press a button, right? Hold on, girl. Invite. I think... Oh, okay. I think I got it. Oh my God! Bree, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Oh my God, yes,
Yay.
But no, girl, like I felt like those years drove me insane, just a little, just a tad bit.
Yeah, I'm glad I left at the last year.
And then like the 2017 thing, like the beginning of the year, there was some people that had found out what happened, and then he got jumped, right? The guy, my ex-boyfriend, had gotten jumped, and then
Wait, so who was the ex? I'm trying to figure it out this whole time.
I used to go out with Paul once upon a time.
Paul, I don't know him.
It's okay. You don't need to know. You probably would have like
Paul.
me a few times.
Hmm?
So, she had went out with my ex, right? Right, mind you, in the same time I was going out with him. She thought that, oh, because he said something or whatever, that he said that we can share him. I said, girl, this ain't no polyamorous relationship.
So like, cause I know she dated Ethan and she dated Ruben and she dated Angelo.
Word, like I felt like she was going down the whole
The
friendship
whole homie hopping.
Yes, even to the point where, like, what? I think she even went out with this guy named Chase and the other one.
You went out with Chase?
Yeah, remember that emo guy Chase?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant Amma.
Oh, no. Woo! I would have cried. But no.
At least you know who I'm talking about.
No, right. So it's just like, so this girl, around that time when I was going out with, I call him Potty John. I don't even name him by his real name. I call him Potty John. I named him after the name of this one toilet, because he is a toilet. Anyway, so at the same time, I was going out with him at the time. She decides to think, oh, well, he said we could share him. I said, girl, this ain't no polyamorous relationship. Who said that? Who lied to you? And I was telling her, I said, you know what? Since you was cheating and messing around with him, I'm going to give you the ultimatum. I said, it's either you choose him or I'm not friends with you. And mind you, to throw out basically 3 years friendship down the drain, right? So she decides to choose him. So I said, all right, don't come to my house no more. Don't come near me. Think of whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk to you, right? So then when we were going to school and stuff like that, days after, like this is like towards like the end of like 2016, right? Like everybody going to LCTI and stuff like that. She was making false reports to people saying that, oh, I was going to jump her. I was going to beat her up. So then they were sending me home early from school sometimes, or to the table one time, right? I was sitting at the table. I'm guessing she wanted to sit there. So because she wanted to sit there, they sent me outside.
Because she completely disappeared, right?
Uh-huh.
And just gone.
Right. Because she had went and she moved, right? So then a week later after that, then the dingus comes back to me and he's like, oh, well, you're the reason why she broke up with me. Da-da-da. I said, no, she moved. I had nothing to do. She moved. And then
no, because, okay, so like the whole time she was with him, she was with Ruben, right?
Exacto. Yes. And they like, my thing was, how do you have a promise ring with somebody, right? And mind you, you're helping set up your friend's way of getting up, like, you know, a promise ring or whatever, right? Then you're messing around with her man. So then, after that whole situation, right? And mind you, I went off on her for that too, because I'm just like, how do you do all of this? You take one person and all this other stuff and doing all of that. And I'm like, and I used to, I told her, I was like, I used to defend you. I used to be there for you. I said, because you're doing all this, I said, you know what? They're right. You're dirty. Right? So then, days go by, right? And then at LCTI, she made another report again, even though I wasn't even talking to this girl. This girl at this point was making like this is how you know her fantasies and shit in her head was going crazy, because I wasn't even talking to her anymore. I cut her off completely and I wasn't even talking to her. She started telling people, oh, that she, like, you know, she said she was gonna fight me, she was gonna beat me up, you know, da 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 da, and that, you know, because I was dating her ex or whatever, blah blah blah. I said, girl, I said you can have him. I literally said, because you chose him, I said, you can have him. I broke up with him the same day he was going to try to break up with me. He was like, oh, but I thought I could break up with you on Monday. I said, no, I'm breaking up with you today. Goodbye.
Can we postpone it for a couple
Like,
days?
he literally was like, oh, I want to break up with you on Monday. I said, Monday? Who said you could break up with me on Monday? I'm breaking up with you right now. But he was like, why? I said, because you thought you could mac on this girl in the audience, the talent show, mac on her in front of me. Mind you, your family and my family's there, you dumb hoe. And then going around, and then 25 minutes later, then show up at my house talking about Deacon that you're looking for me. And then this bitch want to be freaking wearing his hat, coming to my house with his hat on her head, talking about, oh, where's the spaghetti and meatballs? I want Parmesan cheese. I said, girl, you bye. You're no longer welcome. Get out. It was. I thought, like, honestly, when I tell people this, I'm just like, it felt like it was a whole fucking K-drama movie or some shit. It did not even feel like reality to me. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Drama Island.
And then, right? So this is like the reason why me and her like stopped being friends, like period, right? Then it's just like a few days later, his ex best friend comes to me and tells me, yo, he was playing around with the dog tags and was dangling it above, like, thing or whatever, and was like, oh, one victim down, the next one to go. I said, oh, so he was actively knowing what he was doing when he did what he did to me. So I said, all right. So even though I did not owe this girl loyalty, I did not. If anything, I could give a flying fuck about that girl now. But at that time, I was so nice to her. I was like, you know what? Let me just tell her out of the kindness out of my heart, right? I did that only for her to not listen to me, ignore me, and basically, oh yeah, it's okay, whatever, yeah. Only for him to go to her house, break into her dad's window, the second floor window, thinking that she was still there, and she wasn't because she was at her mom's. Goes through her window, and then, mind you, her dad is Native American. So as soon as that motherfucker seen him, he yoked him up and said, who the fuck is this motherfucker? And he's calling me. He's like, yo, who the fuck is this white freaking viejo in my house? I said, sir, I'm sorry to tell you this, but your daughter was messing around with my ex.
Your daughter, though.
I was like, your daughter is the reason why me and her are not friends. Because, mind you, he was like, why don't you come around here no more? What happened with y'all? I said, your daughter is what happened. I said, I'm sorry. I said, this, that, and the third happened. I'm like, I apologize. And, I was just like, even though I feel like I shouldn't be apologizing, but I was apologizing at that time. And I'm just like, and I told her what had happened with me. She thought it was a lie. She thought it was a joke. And, she didn't take me seriously. And I warned her that he was going to try to do the same thing to me that he did to her or whatever. And then he was like, you know what? I'm going to call her. I'm going to tell her right now. So then he calls her. And then she's calling me, and then she's like, Bree, I'm sorry. I didn't know he was gonna do that. I apologize. I take it back. I said, you can't take it back. I'm like, how are you gonna take it back? I'm like, you already started dating the motherfucker. You made the motherfucker obsessed with you, and then he did what he did. I said, you thought I was lying, so there you go. I said, I don't want nothing to do with you. I said, and seriously, I'm like, I'm gonna be blocking everybody. I said, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to nobody. So I blocked her thing or whatever, and then somehow she manages to find my phone number again. And then it's like the summertime, and then she's trying to hit me up talking about, hey, do you want to come to Dorney Park with me and Kayla? I said, huh? I thought I blocked you. And then she's like, oh yeah, I forgot I had your number on my other phone. I said, no, well, I'm not going. I said, have a good day. And that was the last I ever heard from her in my entire life.
Not only are you blocking an intersection, you're blocking a big ass truck. Huh. Bree, can I use this Wawa bag?
Yeah, it's not mine.
But yeah. Everybody used to be like, oh, what happened with you and this girl? Why are you not friends no more? That's why.
That's crazy.
That right there is why. Lucky I didn't whoop her ass, but that's it.
Yo,
I feel like I was so sweet and so kind. I never did anything to her.
I would love to see that because you were so sweet and so kind.
I'm so glad I wasn't there for that, or else I would have fucked that bitch up.
That's exactly what I said. I said if Bree was here, done.
I completely disappeared. I was still talking to him, but that was it.
You graduated before we left, right?
Huh?
Why else did you come back?
Said that you graduated before we had left the school, right?
Yeah. So I graduated. I came back for you.
Why else did you come back?
She's like, I came back for you. That's so cute.
Okay, so when I left, right? I didn't graduate yet when I left. I graduated somewhere else. But that summer I moved in with Ruben, right? And then I went to visit my dad for 2 weeks. And then he broke up with me the first week.
Not only that, right? But every time you guys got into an argument, one of you two would come to me.
Yo, that was the whole fact. And we would sit at the picnic table.
Yep.
The picnic table.
But no, so like I come back, right? I come back and I'm with Angelo.
Yeah.
Mar, inside.
And then this fucking bitch is with Remy.
Oh, I forgot that bitch. I forgot about that.
Let me tell you what happened. How fucked this girl is. Okay, how disgusting.
How do I put the main camera? We're gonna put expand. There we go.
So
I give you the floor.
this girl,
Guys, this is like our high school life. I kid you not.
I
Joke.
I come back and I was with Angelo. I started working and everything, and my sister's working with me. My sister and my mom were working on the border. Tell me how, like, cause Dom, she's still in school, right? So she comes to my job. My sister comes to my job and hands me my shirt in a bag, a shopping bag, and says, "Remy told me to give you this, to give it back to you. We're done with it. We cleaned up our mess."
Get away from the door.
You nasty fucking bitch. I lost my shit.
She was like that.
I lost my fucking shit.
That's crazy. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, she was best friends with Nick. That was one of my other exes, right?
Look at the camera.
Girl was very close to him. I never questioned it, but now that I'm thinking about it, girl.
One handprint, two handprint.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's crazy how these people work. It really
My God. And so, like, I came back, and, like, me and Angelo were, like, on the outs. So, like, me and Ruben started fucking around again. And then the whole time, he's fucking with her. And then me and her got into an argument. She's calling me nasty and all this.
I would have been like,
Yeah, like, she was calling me that. Like, she, like, started coming at me and everything. I was like, bitch, how does my pussy taste?
I would have laughed, yo, because, like, that's true. It's just, like, imagine, I don't know how people could be like that. Like, if you know your friends, like, talking to somebody, thinking whatever, I never understood that. And you know what's even crazier? When they were telling me, like, everybody was telling me, like, yo, she's not, like, the friend that you think that she is, Brie. Like, you know, you gotta watch out for her. My ass at that time, I think my mind, I feel like because I was dealing with so much shit and that I wasn't really telling nobody, that it was just like I held on to that friendship because that was the only good thing that I had close to me. And because she did that shit to me, I was like, I didn't have anything. It felt like I didn't have anything.
No.
But I had to learn how to just, like, you know, disassociate and, like, to do for myself. Because I felt like, in a way, I feel like I not only attached myself, but I, like, relied on her in a certain way. But, because, you know, I didn't have really good sister figures to look up to. You know what I mean? Majority of my older sisters, they despise me. They still do. But it's like, you know, I thought I had that kind of, like, sister best friendship with her in a way.
Right.
That's what I had. But it wasn't like that at all. And she was just playing in my face, you know?
I'm so glad I left, but then I fucking came back. Came back for this asshole.
She said, hold on, I gotta come back for my prize. Like, you know, I played the game. I'm getting my tickets. I'm coming back for my prize. I'm gonna go get it.
And then look at this, like me and him, 9 years together. 2 babies. And we got a kitty baby now.
And that's a blessing, you know, that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not only that, but, like, I'm happy for both of y'all. Because I could say that you and a few other people have really, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, successfully had a really good relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because you went through a lot and he went through a lot. You know what I mean? So it's wonderful that you guys, you know, stuck together.
And me and him are still really good friends.
Look at that.
Me and Ruben are still really good friends, yeah.
And it's just like, when that whole shit happened, I kid you not, it really did fuck with me and fuck with my head. Because I was just like, you know what? Like, I don't even know if I'm going to have, like, best friends like this ever again. Like, I had such a cloud over my head that it was just like, you know, I had to
step out of my comfort zone. Eventually, after high school, I started doing YouTube videos by myself and turning to the internet because I was dealing with like cyberbullying and his harassment, sending people to my house and chasing certain people that I was close to, whatever, with cars and shit like that. I've always felt on my tippy toes. I always felt like I was in survival mode and I couldn't be at peace. So it was like really hard for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then eventually, when he got jumped, I'm guessing three guys heard about what happened with me, so they jumped him. There
So
was three guys that jumped him.
do you know who jumped him?
I still don't know.
No.
To this day, I still don't know. There was three people that rocked him so good that he left me alone.
I feel like it was one of our guys.
Huh?
I said I feel like it was one of our guys.
Had to be. Cause I'm like, I don't know. Cause I'm like, I be asking my mom. Cause I remember at one point, my mom was so mad about what happened with me. She was trying to pay $25 to a guy to jump his ass, and nobody wanted to whoop him. Then when my mom was paying, like she was like, "Listen, I'll pay you. I will pay you."
Yo, that's my mom.
It was so funny. And then when my mom heard about it, she was telling me, she was like, "Oh my God, Bree, did you hear that they got him?" I said, "They got who?" She's like, "They jumped him." I said, "They jumped who? Who?" She was like, "Your ex, the one that you said that, did." I said, "Oh." I said, "Damn, I wish I would have been there. I would have brought some popcorn." She's like, "Bree, you can't be talking like that." I said, "No, for real. I would have had popcorn, sat down, and watched it all happen." Because
Right.
what he
It
did,
would have fucking helped.
right, I'm like, what he did to me was so bad. Not only did he steal my beef, not only did he play in my face, cheat on me, but he put me through a whole immense of harassment and sexual harassment to the point where I felt uncomfortable. I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't even sit anywhere by myself or think or whatever. I always felt like intimidated or like timid. You know what I mean? That he made me uncomfortable. So because he made me uncomfortable, I wanted to see him be uncomfortable so badly. And then my mom was just like, "Girl, you can't be wishing stuff like that." I'm like, "Girl, but you no good either." I said, "You was paying $25 to people to try to whoop him anyway. So what's the difference?"
Right.
I'm like, "You said it yourself, Ma." I said, "Two wrongs don't make a right, right?" That's what I thought. I said, "Yeah, yeah." But then she was like, "But how do you feel?" I told her, I was like, for what he put me through. Not only did he mentally strain me, right? Like, I still have PTSD from a lot of shit that he put me through. I have so much anxiety and a bunch of other shit that I still deal with till this day. And it's just like, I kid you not, since he made me feel like I had to live in survival mode, I wanted to see him suffer so bad. But of course, I've grown up a lot more, and I'm just like, you know what? I can't think like that all the time, or I can't feel that way. Like, yes, I could be enraged. Yes, I could feel certain things. But eventually, as I got older, I was like, you know what? These are unhappy, unsettling feelings. I don't want to have these type of feelings no more. But do I regret being with him? Yes. Do I ever wish I ever did anything with him? Yes, I do wish I did it. But it's like, it already happened. Things happen. Life happened. And I'm just like, I've gotten to a place in my life where I'm just like, you know what? It's funny that how things played out, because then years later, he had the audacity to try to message me and be like, "Hey, do you remember me?" Like, he messaged me off some number, and I'm just like, "Who the fuck is you?" He's
I feel like, no, I don't.
"You remember me? I'm the guy you kissed under the stairwell." I said, "I kissed a few guys under the stairwell." I said, "Girl," I said, "Boy, you got to be specific." Never wanted to. It was so funny. I laughed because the thing was, he was like, "Oh, so you don't remember me?" Da-da-da-da-da. I'm over here like, "Remember what? That you were an asshole?" I'm like, "You think that you're gonna message me?" This is maybe 2019, almost to my glow up, should I say, of me, boo, everything happening, right?
Right.
He tried hitting me up and then messaging me like, "Oh, but why can't we just be friends?" Or why are you still holding on to that? That was in the past. I said, "Motherfucker, you gave me trauma." I said, "I'm not gonna be talking to you. I'm not gonna be even anything around you." you scarred me for life. I don't even want to leave a look. Like, around that time, I didn't even want to go out with a man. Like, it was just so bad. And it was just like, then a few years later after that, right? It's like, then he started going out with this other girl named Cassie or whatever, with redhead, right? And she's over here telling me like, oh, he told me what, how your relationship was. You're a liar. You want attention. You're an attention seeker. Da, 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 da. And this girl had tried to make it seem like I wanted to fight her or whatever. I said, girl, I said, imagine trying to go after somebody who he traumatized and then trying to pick a fight with somebody. I said, listen, he could tell you whatever the fuck he wants to tell you. I said, I don't give a god fuck about what he says. You know what I mean? And it's funny, then the year after he broke up with this one girl, right? Then he has himself messaging me, trying to be like, oh, but why can't we be friends? You know, I thought we had something good. I said, no, we didn't. I said, you thought you had something good. Gone. It's been gone. I said, bye. And I blocked on every single thing. Block, 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 block on everything. And that was the last I ever heard of him either. But he thought he had it good and tried to think that he could come back. And even she thought that she could come back. Oh, look at the baby. Oh. Oh, she's so cute. Oh my god, look at the baby. Oh, she has white and orange. Oh, she's too cute. Oh.
Yeah, so like I work at the pet store, right? So some lady comes in, she's wearing a full fuzzy long sock on her hand, and she's like, "I'm allergic, I don't want it," and she pretty much throws her at me and then leaves.
I would have fought the lady. Like,
I was like, so like my mom works there too, and I was like, "Mom, can we keep her?"
yes, the good old mom. Can I keep it?
I was like, "Mom, please." So we gave it to our daughter for her birthday.
Aww.
So she just turned 4.
Oh my god, the kids are getting so big.
Yeah, our son is now 7.
Yes, 7. I have so many nieces and nephews. I swear, so many. I'm just here. I'm just the auntie that goes everywhere, always comes back home with some interesting trinkets and things or whatever, and randomly buys Hello Kitty things.
Ooh, I got this, and I'm gonna give it to Trippy.
Oh, that is too cute. She'll like that. I always see her wearing like either like her headpiece. Cause listen, I've been trying so hard to find that freaking Razer Hello Kitty headset everywhere. I can't find it, but I found something similar to it, but I think it lights up, and it's these Hello Kitty. Yeah, it's this one. Let's see. I got these ones, but I think it's for music though. Cause I wanted to get the Hello
Isn't
Kitty.
it the same one that she has?
This one it lights up. Hers it don't light up like this though.
Okay, okay.
Hers is like
Stay in my head.
are for like music purpose ones. Like I've been trying to figure out if I could attach a microphone to this, but it has like this little out port there. It has the charger port, and I don't even know what this thing is right here. I don't. But with these headphones, right, you could use it for Bluetooth, music, and if let's just say you don't even have it attached to your phone or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It actually connection satellite to the radio, like FM and like AM radio,
Oh.
which is beautiful. Like I could stretch them out like this, and then I could just go like this, and it bends. Like for storing away purposes, you can actually hold it. shadow kitty. But yeah, my gamer headset looks like this. I got this one. This one is from the Razer.
Oh,
This is the black and white ones.
we got a new baby too.
Stop showing off my baby. Oh my god, your baby!
My baby.
Oh my god. God bless her. How old is she? Oh, you are so cute. Oh my god, how old is she?
That's my sister.
That's your sister. Oh my goodness. And you look so cute. You look just like your mommy.
Be 3 weeks on Thursday.
She's gonna be 3 weeks on Thursday.
Well, 3 weeks. Oh my god. Look at you guys. Your family's growing. Beautiful.
Dominic got another baby. Our son's at school right now. Yeah.
Oh, so you live in an apartment with your sister?
Yeah. We're still at my mom's.
Oh, okay. Oh, at least you guys live together so then the kids get raised together and they could, like, you know, grow up with each other. That's so beautiful.
My daughter.
Look at her. Yeah, she looks like Angela. Oh my goodness, look at the blonde hair. So cute. Oh my god.
Oh wait.
Rick.
We're live.
She is too cute. I can't. He said.
I love him. Even though I wasn't invited to his movie night last night.
Let's say hi, guys.
Oh man, you had a movie night. You didn't invite the waifu. Shame, shame. She should have had VIP tickets.
My birthday came last night.
The kitty cat.
Your birthday was 2 weeks ago.
September 1st.
September 1st.
Oh, so she's a September baby. Oh, I'm a fall baby too. My birthday is
July
in
13th.
What's the date?
Oh.
What's the date?
Our son was born on Friday the 13th.
What's the date?
July 13th. 7/13/18.
Wait, he was born on Friday the 13th?
Yeah. Oh, yo, look what this. Okay, so you know how. Okay, I gotta show you this. So you know, you see the rose, right?
Yes.
That's not colored in. That's a bruise from our son.
Oh.
That's how you know I wasn't here.
And then this as well on my leg.
Ooh, girl, listen, I have a whole lot of bruises and random scratches on my legs. At least the scratch is not from the cat, and the scratch is actually from my dustpan.
This cat fucking scratched my tattoo.
Cat don't like him.
Look at it. You gotta be able to talk to her. You're gonna be like, nice kitty, nice kitty.
Oh, she got him good. She got his tattoo. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, he did.
Well,
She said, straight line. That is funny. But I hope he's okay.
yeah, it's fine.
That cat fights me.
Cry about it.
I will. And you're gonna watch.
Cry.
I will. I need that.
That? Come on. That?
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
But I've been getting back into like gaming and like things like that. When I came across what's it called? Angelo's live stream for gaming. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I want to get back into game live streaming. How do I do that?
You can't stream right now.
No, I can't.
No.
Why? What happened?
My brother took the monitor back.
Ah, he did.
Alright.
Because he was doing really good at his gaming live stream. He took it.
Yeah, and he took the TV from downstairs.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's why he made stink.
They took that
no,
couch?
they didn't. They were gonna take it, but then they said it stink.
Yeah, because he fucking stinks.
I think you guys should try to get like what's it called, either the TV or the camera monitor. There's been a lot of people like putting stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and you can get it for a good price.
You can just go to Walmart and look at one. They're not expensive unless you want a high end one. I don't need a high end one.
It's. You gotta take that wash over, love.
I got asked to do a million things today. Please, give me a second. Alright, I'm trying to clean up down here. I got asked to clean this off. You asked me to take the wash over.
I could clean that if you take the wash over.
Wow. Just like you don't like the way I clean things sometimes, I don't like the way you clean things sometimes.
Can I touch your butt?
No. Trying to take. The kitty don't like when you touch me. The kitty doesn't like when you touch me.
Be nice to daddy. Mara, mind your business before he gets mad. Come on. Chill out. But it's right there. All bent over for me.
No. This live stream playback is going to be gold.
I don't know. Ow! I found another one.
Oh man. I feel like for mine, I think I have one on my leg here. There's a little one there. I think it's more towards up here. The scratch, the freaking dustpan got me like this. And then I have one on my knee here somewhere. And then I think I have another one somewhere else. But I'm just like, sometimes I feel like we're like bananas and we bruise so easily that it's just like sometimes I don't even be knowing where these bruises be coming from. And I'm just like, girl, where did they come from? Where they came? Like, I don't even be keeping up with it no more. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? There's been so many times where like I'm doing a show, I somehow trip and bust my ass. I go somewhere and think of whatever, I fall and bust my ass. I go up the stairs somehow, I either trip up the stairs or I trip down the stairs.
Okay, my shoe. You gotta see my shoe.
Oh my god! The shoe's split in half.
I gave you.
They hurt my toes. I don't like flip flops.
Not the flip flops, the sandals.
I usually get slippers like this, but like, I got these ones from Ross. When my mom bought them for me, I got them for Ross.
Slytherin slippers.
I think you can get them at like Hot Topic, Box Lunch, or like, I think Spencer's even sells like slippers like that too.
Do they have any at Spare Halloween?
Could be. Could
I
be.
know they have. They only have like. So they only have. So. With Harry Potter, right? The merchandise and everything. It's always either Harry Potter. It's always the Golden Trio.
Even
Or
Miniso sells Hogwarts stuff too.
where?
Miniso's.
Manisa, what's that?
So it's one of my favorite stores. I usually get a lot of stuff for like cheap there, but it's really cute and like decorative stuff. But they also sell like home decor and like stuff that you could put on like slippers. They even have like pet beds and like really cute stuff there. But I'm back. But I'm back.
Mark.
Like Finding Nemo.
Use your hands, pick them up, and put them back.
I went
And then sit
because
down.
so I got Dobby, the little squishmallow of Dobby, and I have Hedwig, which I'm giving to Trippy, and I got the pillow, which Sassy took. She took my pillow.
Their fault for getting fat.
And I have the sweater. Not like a sweatshirt. I have the sweater of it. Of Slytherin. I have a headband. I don't know where Draco went. I lost Draco. But I know like a lot of stores to go into, they usually it's only like Harry Potter based, but they are doing more Slytherin because of all the fan fictions that are out with Mateo, Theo. Which, oh my god, Mateo is so hot.
He is. Mateo, and when I was a kid, I used to really think Draco was fine too at one point. So I understand the hype.
Angela was like, "Why don't you date him then?" I was like, "I do." Cause my character, my my AI chats, right? It's in yeah, you can have some water, baby. My so I'm on I kind of like do it mostly off of Polybuzz.
Mhm.
But I lost my subscription for a while because I didn't have any money. So like I couldn't really do it. It wouldn't like keep the storyline or the memory or anything. So I did Fiction Lab, which is like on the internet. There's no app, but like you can if you have an iPhone, you can get like from a website. Like if you have a website, you can download a widget for like an app icon. You can download it to your home screen.
Right.
Instead of like continuously searching into Google.
Mhm.
So
That's
I
really
did,
smart.
yeah, I did Fiction Lab, but like, with that, like, there's not really a lot of the fan fictions that I like. It's more like all the weird shit, like there's Stepdaddy or like Mafia Dom or like mainly boobs.
Yeah.
Mainly boobs in there. But
I a lot of secretaries with like CEOs or like it's like a boss and like somehow like thing concept, and I'm like, don't get me wrong, I kind of like it, but I feel like it's overplayed sometimes.
yeah, so like usually like when I do like the mafias and stuff, I go into like I'll be the bartender or the waitress. Mainly like the waitress cuz like that's like an easy damsel in distress.
Lucifer.
Lucifer?
That's a really good show too. They need another season for that because the way they left that as a cliffhanger, I do that got me.
I told you earlier, stop putting things in your mouth.
What are you doing,
Take it out, put it back on.
She's putting stuff in her mouth. I can put something in my mouth. Mhm.
I wonder where she gets it from.
We should just do a podcast of our life.
Cause yo, I swear, I'm just like yo. I wish this was I swear, half of the things that's ever happened, I feel like that cannot be real. Hell no, no. I felt like it was like a whole simulation, but it's not a simulation. It was actually real life shit that happened, and I'm just like, girl, what? No.
Angela said he can make it happen.
I mean, I have connections to making a Spotify, another Spotify podcast. I have one, but I'll make another one. I don't care. I got connections to iHeartRadio and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
I haven't heard of iHeartRadio in so long.
I know, but they do a lot of like performances at iHeartRadio and stuff like that too. Sometimes.
One for you. Tell me if you remember this name. Musically.
Yes, that's what TikTok once was. Once upon a time, I used to do musicallys on the bus. That's how I was on the bus.
MySpace.
Never had one.
MySpace, of course.
MySpace. That was the shit.
I never bothered making one.
MySpace. What I really liked about MySpace, there used to be this one game that it was like the little pet thing, and you could like visit other people's pet worlds and stuff like that. You could take care of this one pet. I forgot what that game is called. It's so like it boggles my brain because I know what I'm talking about, but it's like when I mention it to people, they're like, "What game was that?" And I'm like, "You don't know?" It was like the one. It was kind of like a really small, cute, like little animal character that you could dress it up, you could decorate it, decorate the house,
Tamagotchi?
and you could like. Huh?
Was it Tamagotchi?
No, not Tamagotchi. I had a Tamagotchi too, but
I never had
No,
it.
it was like this one Facebook game that I used to love going on my sister's Facebook account just so I could be able to like play on her thing. It was like
I know what you're talking about.
got it.
I forgot what the name of it is because I know when I went to make my own Facebook account a long time ago, I had the tiger one, and she had like the little white fluffy puppy or something like that. But then she had like a bow, and like you could even like visit other people's like animal worlds and stuff like that, and take like thing. I don't even remember what the name of it was, like the game of it, but like I just remember playing it. And that was the reason why I even wanted to make myself a Facebook in the first place.
No.
No, not that.
No, because you could have like just animals.
I mean, they're kind of like that.
No, it's not that one.
You remember Pocket God?
Huh?
Did you remember Pocket God?
Yes. Yes, I do. I remember that game used to get me so irritated. I was like, you know what? And then I started playing like League of Legends. I was playing, what's it called? What was that other game? Oh, I think it was Clash Royale, something like that, or Clash of Clans. I think
He still plays it.
those are the two games I think I was.
Mommy,
Clash of Clans.
I still play it.
Mom, I
That's
want
cool. And then when they came out with what? I think it wasn't Candyland. I think it was Candy Crush. When everybody was playing Candy Crush.
My
I
mom
felt
still
like
plays
around
that.
that time, that's when I. But like, yeah, those were the top games I was playing like in high school, like I was playing. And eventually, I made myself a Facebook. I remember for a long while I was not like on social media, and then everybody was like, "Girl, you should get one." Around the time when I started getting one, everybody started bringing me into drama, and I'm just like, "Oh no, I cannot do that. Nope, nope. I don't even want to be on social media no more." And then somehow, some way, I had that pull to like going right back into it because I started on Musically and doing live streams and stuff like that.
that black box. So, I want to know this. We still have that black box.
Will you go mind your own business? I'm gonna have him take over because I gotta pee.
Oh,
She's
great.
so cute. The way she talks, oh my god.
You're gonna watch me clean up.
That's fine.
Cleaning everything right now.
I feel like my life, I've been needing to do a lot of cleaning up. I can't.
Well,
I feel like life, I thank God for certain things that happened the way that it did. Because I feel like if it didn't, I don't even know where I would be. And I feel like if I never started on Musically, I probably would have never had the following that I have on TikTok either.
it took me.
Because I feel like since I started,
to get my following.
because around the time that Musically was popping and stuff like that, that's when I was making Musically videos and stuff like that.
I didn't have. I had one, but like I ended up deleting it after like 3 days. And then once TikTok started getting big again, I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. And then 8 months later, I'm sitting at 1,000 followers.
Yeah, at least it was easier on TikTok to grow a following than it was on Musically. Because I felt like Musically's algorithm was going a little different than the way that it is now. You guys are too cute. I can't.
Why are you holding me?
She said.
Got the
She
butt.
did a whole. Well, like, yeah, like, Musically, I feel like if it wasn't for Musically, I feel like I would even have a following now, though. Because it started from, like, when I was making videos on Musically. Then when Musically turned into TikTok, when TikTok first bought it, I remember I started using the effects and stuff like that they were using on TikTok. I really liked the bling one. I still use the bling one. I feel like ever since then, it's like I started growing on there and stuff like that in the beginning. And then I feel like 2020 and the summertime when I dyed my hair bright red, I started learning how to do makeup, and I had like these lashes. I cannot find those lashes anywhere. And they were the only like lashes that I really did like. Even though they were a Kim Kardashian lashes that my sister had given to me from a long while ago, I cannot find those lashes anywhere. I used to like them because they used to look like anime lashes, and I used to love looking like a little anime girl. But like, I can't find those lashes anymore. But that was like my signature look at one point. But everybody used to go crazy about it.
Yeah, I still don't do my makeup.
It's okay. You know, some people don't do makeup, some people do. I remember for a very long time I wasn't doing makeup, but I feel like I got into makeup after high school. The thing was, I used to draw on my liner with Sharpie once upon a time.
Oh shit, really?
But yes,
Fuck. I've never thought about that.
I really wanted to do makeup so bad, right? And this is at the time that like I was begging my sister to like give me makeup so I could be able to play around with it. And she was like, "No," like she's like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." Like, I wouldn't be crazy enough to even put Sharpie to my face. So I said, "Oh, really?" So then I was like, you know what? If I could make my eyeliner good with a Sharpie, maybe she'll give me makeup. So I remember for graduation, I literally did my eyeliner with Sharpie. And she looked at me like I was crazy. She's like, Bree, what the freak did you do to your face?
Light's not working.
I did it. I did.
The blaze.
Oh.
I would not recommend that now. If you guys are watching this playback, I do not recommend putting Sharpie to your face. But that's what I did once
Do it. You won't.
upon a time. I did. And because I didn't have a mirror, I remember I used to do my makeup in front of a window.
Oh, Bree. How many
Yes.
followers do you have?
Normally I have 16K, but on here sometimes it says I have 15.9K.
Okay. Do you have your subscription set up?
I think so.
Do you know how to do that?
With the stickers and stuff, no.
That's what I'm talking about. So, I have mine set up. If you want help, just ask.
Okay.
But people can't sub right now because of the super fan thing that's going on.
Yeah, that's another thing that's been like mind-boggling.
You get your
That's
subscription
going on.
every month, and you get like
Viewership thing. I'm still trying to figure out that whole thing because, like, for me, I'm really good when it comes to like TikTok Shop and live streaming TikTok Shop stuff because
yeah,
that's
that's what Trippy does. She promotes her TikTok Shop stuff and then her other shop stuff.
I want to try to see if I could like do the live selling what's it called of my own products because I do have my own small business, right? So I've been trying to figure out how to get like not only my vendoring license but like my LLC so that way I could be able to get an EIN number so that way I could put it through the TikTok Shop so that way I could sell it through there.
There you go. Can you look at my charger? With the box?
Carga. The carga.
Alright, well, you keep coming in here and bothering me, so go get my charger. Yeah, and you told me to come down.
I like how you're wearing a Magidoka shirt.
I don't know where this shirt came from.
It's the Magidoka.
No, like the character, like the whole shirt entirely just showed up at my house.
Really?
Yeah, I asked Angelo, I asked my brother, I asked my sister. Nobody knows where this shirt came from.
I don't know where it's the branding, should I say? But I do know the character that's on the shirt.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I don't know. I claimed it because one, it's a half shirt. It's not even a whole shirt.
Also, it's a crop top.
Yeah.
But it's cute though.
I like it. And I was like, you know what? This is mine. It's cute and it's pink. I want it. I claimed it.
It's okay. It was a mistake, but it's a mistake in that it happened. And sometimes certain mistakes are a blessing in disguise.
Right. Like my kids. Just kidding. I'm kidding. They're not mistakes.
Of course they're not mistakes. You know what I mean? I mean, like, you know, things happen, but you know what? I think sometimes things that are like either whether it's planned or unplanned, I feel like it's always good to like have a different experience in something.
Right, right. But when you do dishes, make sure you put them away. That's the whole part of the dishes. And the silverware. Forget the silverware. She never does the silverware. Ever.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you guys are following me and her as well. You know what I mean? She's cool people. Ooh, I didn't even know we were at 4,009K.
I think I did all that.
That's you guys are amazing. And she's awesome too. There's like 4 people. Let's see who these 4 people are gonna shout you guys out. Shout out to Angela, Axel, and FGH. Because normally I would do live streams and I would upload the live streams to my YouTube because a lot of people tend to watch my live stream playbacks on YouTube. So that's what I've been doing a lot. Because like majority of my audience, that's what they're like used to. You know what I mean? But I do that. I would post to TikTok, post some of my highlights from there. And make sure you guys are like, you know, checking out our TikTok videos and stuff like that. Show some love, please, and thank you. Thank you for being the number 2 gifter, Axel. Shout out. Also, what's it called? I've been working on a lot of stuff myself. I feel like from the girl I once was to the girl I am now, I feel like if it wasn't for my younger self, I feel like I wouldn't be where I am now. Because I know sometimes I be thinking like, oh, like maybe if I never was that quiet girl that turned to the internet, I feel like I wouldn't even be where I am because I started turning to the internet at a young age, even though I do not recommend anybody else do that. But I feel like since I was like 13 and I didn't really like talk to many people, so like I felt like I turned to the internet. I started like recording myself, making covers, talking about life. Sometimes I used to cry on here and stuff like that on live streams and stuff like that. But it's like now I'm more in a comfortable space.
Even if we were like super popular in school, which like we really weren't. We were always the quiet ones. I believe that it all turned out for the better. I think it's best like with the circle being small, because no matter where you go, where you live, what you're on, there's always gonna be like people. There's always gonna be hate out there. You can be the nicest person in the whole entire world, but like none of that really matters. It's society. Society sucks.
That is true.
So stay true to yourself. Don't change for anybody. Change for yourself, if anything. If you need that change, do it for you.
Right. And I felt like then after that, then I started blowing up around maybe like the early 2020 when I started dyeing my hair, doing all this crazy stuff. And I feel like that's when people started paying attention to me more a little bit. I think it was because not only was I going through a phase, but I feel like because I was trying to maybe like mold myself into like who I wanted to be, I felt like a lot of people would follow me for that. And then like eventually my look captured the eyes of a few like agencies at the time. Like, yeah, then I got into working with that one agency, worked with them for 5 years. And then, you know, so much has happened. I made a video on it, like just announcing like my association with that agency. No longer working with those people. Then after that, then I was working at a music studio for a year or 2, year and a half, should I say. And what's it called? I was working with Sony Records and BET Mobile at one point. Then I let that go because, you know, my partner at the time kind of messed it up because she started messing around with the CEO. Anyway,
Right.
This is why you mix relationship or feelings with business, because it never ends well. Then, since that didn't end well, then we tried to do a business partnership where um, I was getting into making a magazine publication where her, we were doing a lot of great things, and it got to a point where like she was only talking about me, my stuff, right? So I was like, you know what? Since she's doing all that me, my stuff, I'm not gonna work with her no more, because my thing is, a business partnership is with two people or more than one person. Like, it's supposed to be like a group effort type of thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
because she became a little bit selfish with some things and started mixing, like I said, like feelings and stuff like that with work and stuff like that. So she did it again, and then she started messing with the distributor.
I don't know what the fuck goes on.
So yeah. But now we are where I am now, where yes, I'm still doing all this other stuff, but I'm no longer working for nobody, and I'm to myself. That's self-love, right? Self-love, guys. We promote self-love.
I can only do like I can't do the whole version of that. My fingers get in the way.
I do it like this. I used to do it like this, but I do it like this.
Yeah, I can do it like this, but like it's.
But yeah, guys, so the story of our lives. This is our life.
We did make something good out of it.
Ooh, somebody's coming. Hey, who wants to join the box? Who's that? Hello. Who's that? Somebody said that they wanted to invite to the box, and then they left. Okay. You do you, boo boo. Okay. So, yeah. That's where I am right now. I feel like I've been modeling for quite some time. I mean, even though I was modeling at a young age too, but like it wasn't like as ooh la la at that time. But it was more like chill, and I was like doing like acting stuff behind the scenes and stuff like that. But it wasn't like much. I mean, I still want to get back into like doing acting stuff, but I feel like because I wanted to get back into like college, I was studying TV and film. I completed maybe like 2 to 3 semesters of school. I still have to go back and try to finish it, but I had to make a big pause because, I started dealing with a lot of health issues. And not only that, but I used to work at Build-A-Bear, guys, once upon a time. So when I used to work at Build-A-Bear, I worked there for a year or two before I quit. Not only did I quit, but I'm going to tell you guys why I quit, right? So when I used to work there, not only did I have a stalker that used to follow me there, right? Second thing was the environment, right? The manager I had before at one point was really good. It was just the person who was after her. Like after the lady, she had moved to Temecula, right? She didn't want to like work at Build-A-Bear no more, so she's like, you know what? I'm gonna meet with my childhood sweetheart, and we're gonna bounce. So she bounced. I'm happy for her because she's in La La Land. She's in love, but her assistant that she had at the time became my new boss. So then that new boss gave me hell and used to make me cry. So when that lady used to make me cry, guys, I kid you not. And then she used to let certain people yell at my face, make me feel bad about myself and things like that. So I wanted to leave. And not only did I want to leave, but I felt like, my health problems were really getting to me at that time because I had gotten a really bad hernia when it came to like lifting up those things of cotton. Like in the back, usually they would have you like cut the thing so that way you could take out like the cotton from, right? That you would have to like cut it open, thing or whatever, and that thing is big. So like to even lift that up, and then mind you, majority of the girls, they don't want to do nothing. I'm telling you, nothing. Like I used to be hours trying to like, get things done or whatever, but they used to make it seem like I used to not do anything. They used to like sit in the front, not pay attention to what they gotta do. Always had me somehow either on the stuff or in the front. They would never wanted to do parties, so I would be the one running the parties and somehow putting myself in the suit. Yes, there is a how you call it? a stuffed animal suit that you would be able to go put on if you're doing a party. So if you guys didn't know, if you do a party at Build-A-Bear, you can actually pay $50 to actually have a big stuffed animal, either Paulette or Bear Me, to participate in your party. So because some of the girls that I was working with didn't want to go to the suit, I actually was the bunny at one point. I was the one wearing the bunny suit. Yeah. And we're not talking about no none of those other crazier bunny outfits, but we're talking about like a stuffed animal bunny suit. Yeah, I was the stuffed animal at one point. Yes, I was.
I love it.
But
Like
yeah, no
that's actually
problem.
why I left Wendy's, right? I was working there all like literally 8 years. I've been with Wendy's, 8 years, and I mean I've been on and off with Wendy's because I left the first one because I had my son, but I came back after 6 weeks, and then I left again, and then I came back, and I was pregnant with my daughter, so I left again. But then I worked at Jack's Pizza because it was closer to home, so like I could still like, if in case anything, I could just run home quick and then go back.
Order from Jack's Pizzas is one of my favorite places to actually order food from.
But
Once upon
then
a time, how I
I
seen
left. I left Jack's because like they started accusing me of stealing from them. I worked there with them for two years, and they accused me of stealing money. Like, which I'm really good at money. That is one thing I'm good at. I am good with money. And then so I went back to Wendy's because when I was making a lot more. So I was there for about another 2 years. And then I was a manager for like a year and a half before I left. It got so bad. The toxicity, I almost fought the manager because he got in my face and he was talking shit. And I was like, look, and we went to school with him, Bree. We went to school with him. Do you remember Isaiah? The big guy, the big one. He was in ROTC. He was another manager with me. And I got into it with him because he treated the staff like shit. He made all the girls so uncomfortable. And they were 16. 16. He made them so uncomfortable. He almost made the one guy cry. Like he was horrible. And then like I went out to smoke a cigarette, and I went out for like a second, but like I always come in because like I had the headset on, and I always come, like I put it out, come in if they need help. Right? That's what I always do. Like I take a couple puffs and then run back in. But then so I was out there smoking, and the two of the girls came out, and they're like, yo, he's talking mad shit, because so labor was really high, and I was supposed to like send someone home, and the next person to go home that was scheduled to go home was him. So I was like, look, Isaiah, Dave said, like the store manager, he said that the labor's really high, I gotta send someone home, so you gotta go, like you should just leave so it can lower down. He's like, I'm not going till my scheduled time. I was like, dude, it's half an hour, just leave. And he's like, no. And I was like, I have to send somebody home. So one of the crew members, they went home. They left. Because it wasn't a fight I wanted to get into. So, like, hold on. So the one guy left. And then, so I went out because I was frustrated. So I went out. I had a minute. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna breathe. Stop, baby. And then, two of the girls came out. They're like my children, pretty much. I see these girls as my kids. So
The same way too. I feel like it's just like a motherly instinct in us women that like we look out for each other. But yeah, go ahead.
because the light's hurting my eyes, baby. I don't have my glasses, so like the light kind of like, I'm half blind, and the light, because of my astigmatism, it like fucks with my sight. That's why like this one keeps like going all over the place. But so like the two girls came out, and they're like, yo, he's talking that shit, saying, oh, you should have just waited, you shouldn't have sent him home, da da da. And then so I went back in, and I was like, look, we're both adults, we both graduated, we're both adults, so if you have an issue, instead of crying like a little bitch, talk to me like an adult, right? You're a manager, act like it. And then he's like, oh, I'm a better manager than you. I was like, bullshit, dude. One, you make half of the staff uncomfortable with your sexual fucking comments and shit, which they're underage. So, like, you need to, like, nobody wants to work with you. That's why all your staff calls off on your shift. Like, I just started going off. And he was like, oh, and you're the one who's, like, you always go out for, like, and I told him, I was like, you don't help out online. When you're too big to even be here, don't help online. You're always in the back, denting the seat, stuffing your face. He's like, oh, at least I'm not going out for a cigarette every 5 minutes. And I was like, at least I put it out when they need. Hold on. I was like, at least I put it out when they need me. But do you put out your sandwich? No, you shove it down your fucking throat. Like, I was so, and then he said something. I forget, because like I was so gone. Because like, you know my anger. I was so done. I'm tired of like him treating everybody like crap, like they're trash, and he's better than them. No, you're in the same boat as us, my guy. You're literally the same boat as us. Your shit stinks as much as ours does. And and like so, he said something, and then I looked at my one coworker, which was a good friend to me, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking hit him. Like, I'm going to hit him. And then he got in my face. He's like, oh, I wish you would. So I went to sleep, but I got pushed back into the office.
Mm-hmm.
But like after that, like it got so bad. Nobody wanted to work. Nobody wanted to do anything. I was doing everything on my own, and I just got so fed up every single day. On my way there, I cried, literally in tears, panicking because my shift was going to be hell because I wasn't. The boss didn't staff me enough. They left me with 2 people to close. One was half a person. Literally half a person. Not even. Like, it got so bad. I had panic attacks on panic attacks, going in there crying, coming home crying during the shift because I just could not do it anymore.
I thought you were my friend Cheesecake because you had the cheesecake as your profile picture.
Uh-huh.
Because normally I have somebody in my fandom that's named Cheesecake, and he's one of my moderators. I almost thought that was one of my moderators.
Is that Yo-Yo, then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I couldn't do it anymore, so I'm at a pet store now. The hours are calm now. I'm not getting out 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Is it like Petco, PetSmart, Pet Supplies?
Pet Supplies.
Oh, I like Pet Supplies Plus. So I know the one that used to be near my house closed down, so that has to be the one in MacArthur, right?
Yeah, right next to Walmart.
Ooh, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there just to be like, hey girl, how's it going? Because I'm gonna have to get my cat some shots anyway.
Yeah, it's every other Thursday.
Okay,
I'll let you know when they come in next. It's like 4 to 6 or something.
Yeah, cause my boy, he's getting to being a big boy. He gonna need his shots.
But like I just like there, it's okay. I don't know anything about pets or dogs or like the type of food or anything, and I'm trying to get them to help me learn. But they're like, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. No, I won't. I need a written paper saying this is what this is. This is what this does.
Oh, you're like me that sometimes you would have to have like a description of like what certain things are just so you could like remember. You know what I mean? I was the same way too when I was learning how to do stuff in like Build-A-Bear. Like I had to do a little course online or something or whatever to try to get me to like, if I could like implement, like it's almost like not only observing and like doing hands-on work. That's usually how I learn as well.
Right. Like I need it like hands-on, but like I need like, because people come in, oh, what's the best for like my dog, nausea or car sickness or anxiety, and I'm like, I don't know. And like I call the people for help because we have the little headset things, and I call them for help, and then they help after like 5 minutes of I'm just standing there looking like I'm dumb. And then they come and then they go into the office.
Like they have very bad communication and they like to misinform. That has nothing to do with you. You're not dumb.
Yeah, no, I know. Like the one electrician, he came in the other day because like our shower, like the timer for the one dryer at the self groom wasn't working. So like he came in and he thought I was the manager because they're all in the office fucking around. And like he even went in there to like talk
Hold
to the
on. It
manager.
stopped when you said that you thought you was the manager, and then it like paused you. So I'm gonna have you start back from when you said that they thought you was the manager. But go
Yeah, the
ahead.
electrician, he thought, he's like, "Are you the manager?" And I was like, "No." He's like, and he pointed to the office because they're all in there fucking around. And I was like, "Nope, they're in there." And then so like he's like, "Oh." He's like, "You're the only one who like ever like said anything to me, so I thought that was you." And I was like, "No, I'm sorry, love. I'm just a baby. I don't know nothing. I'm just a baby."
I would have been the same way too.
But
But
like,
right now, I'm looking for a new job too. Anyway, right now they've been putting me into like this program where like they have me do hands-on training in certain areas, and I just been looking for places to try.
there's this app that has its it's temporary jobs and you get paid after 48 hours and you can pick your hours where you want to work that day. It's my brother uses it. It's all over Allentown.
Really?
Yeah, so like it's I don't know if it's a set salary or what, but like it is a temp job, but it's an app and I'll send you the link. I'm going to have my brother send it to me.
Yeah,
But
'cause I know ever since I stopped working with that one lady as a business partnership, I haven't been working, and everybody's been like, "But wait, how are you getting your apartment?" I said, "There's ways." I'm like, "But I've been saving up for a good time." I'm like, "It's time." I wanted to move out because I wanted to move out, but I'm about to get like a two-bedroom apartment to myself. But like, I've been trying to get myself another job so that way at least I have like a steady income coming through. So
yeah. You should cuz Trippy, she was doing bartending for about 15 years and then she left cuz it was the end was pretty shitty. So she left and then all she does is stream now. She streams and um with the subscribers and everything. So you should try to get the subscribers and everything, promote yourself. One of another streamer was actually telling her to get like more people in to get like them like kind of hooked is send at least 3 videos, like at least post 3 videos a day and just keep promoting yourself out there.
yeah.
You can do anything. You can sit and talk like we're doing now. Um, yeah, I can even like you can even you can't message her right now because she got bananaed.
She got banana. Why?
Well, not like kind of suspended because she was selling on messages.
Oh.
Yeah, so she got bananaed for a bit. Her agency was supposed to help her, but they haven't really been. So she's probably just gonna start doing it back on her own again.
Okay, so for me, I know I have two live agencies on here. Well, I think I have like maybe like three or four. I have ATR. I'm with ATRX on here. I'm with Super Ordinary. I'm with I forget what this other one is. Outlandish, and there's another one that I'm a part of. But they're really good high end like live agencies that are on here, and they also help you outside of TikTok because they do like these live meet and greet ups and like things like that, like very interactive like networking events and stuff like that. Sometimes the ATRX one does a lot of like live performances for like musicians, like people who are artists, which I'm an artist. I do make music. Artists and like people who like to game, and they do like these game-a-thons or like the live streams where like you game and stuff like that. Me, I want to get better at it because I wouldn't say I'm the best at gaming, but it's fun for me. But I remember I used to play games to laugh because of how bad I was. But it was like that's just the fun part of like playing it.
Yeah, I'm terrible at gaming, but like I've even like because I've been doing tattoos as well. I did get my tattoo career up. I did my leg right here.
That's pretty cool. Okay, girl.
I did my hand. which I gotta touch up. Like, I was iffy about doing a hand tattoo because I know they fade quicker because you're constantly washing your hands. So like people with like you're constantly washing your hands, so like it'll fade quicker. So I had to touch it up at least once already.
Oh, so is that like recent?
This one, this one I didn't touch it up recently. The one I did touch up was this one.
Oh, that one's so cute.
But like I'm trying to also get like the perfect needles for it and the perfect brand of color. Which Angela's dad, he still has to tell me which color to get.
Oh, okay.
But I have been doing good with that. Like I've been working on my shading too.
Well, it's better than what I would do. Even though I don't have no tattoo experience, but I feel like if I was a tattoo artist, I would be a little hectic with it. Because knowing myself, I'm like I feel like drawing is different from like the tattooing.
Yeah,
And
it is. But I have the pen. I don't have the gun. I have the pen.
oh, okay.
So it is a lot easier than the gun, I think. But I haven't tried the gun.
Oh, because I know my one friend, she does it with the gun, and I'm just like, I know a lot of people be like, oh well, if you know how to draw, you could you could do the tattoo thing. I'm just like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I feel like I'm really good at drawing if I put my mind to it, but if I'm not really into it, I'm not going to. And I feel like with the shade work, I feel like with tattoos, you got to be very intricate with it, like very
Yeah,
specific. If you make one, oh, that's going to be the first.
I'm still learning with with it, and I have a couple buddies from where I was before I even came into Allentown. They're letting me like test out on them, and they also I also like they also pay me for it too. So, but like I'm doing it like really cheap because like I am little with it. But I of course I practiced on myself first with certain things and certain colors. Shh, baby.
Well, that's good though. Like, I'm just so happy for you guys that you guys been doing a lot good for yourselves. You know what I mean? It's just like so, like I don't know. It's just like I know when you're talking to somebody that you used to know from like a long time ago, and it's like oh my god, like so much growth, so much change. You know what I mean? Like, where did time go? You know what I mean?
Yeah, cause we all of us in high school, we were all at pretty much not at our lowest, but like we were all like trying to like get out into the world and everything. And like literally our whole life just kicked us completely in high school. High school was hell.
Shoot, I feel like after high school, for me, it just felt like life was just like, oh, you know, you want to think like you know what the pressure feels like. All right, here you go, boom.
Right.
But yeah, that was like my introduction to like adulthood was depression and my hair falling out my head. I remember all of that stuff.
Right, like it wasn't friendly to us at all. But also like we made it work. We closed our circle completely, and the only real ones stayed. Yeah, we don't like.
I think it's cutting in and out. It stopped at like life is happening to us. But
Yeah, life is just like life kicked us all down, but we had to close our circle. We had to like cut literally everybody off, and the people that stayed are the real ones. Even though like, sorry, me and you don't like really talk that much as we used to, but like we're always like right there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Sorry, I have to plug my phone in. It would suck if my phone just died on stream.
And I apologize if I'm like I don't talk too much. Sometimes I feel like when I talk, I feel like I'm burdening people. So sometimes like I self isolate myself sometimes. And that's one of my like biggest problems too is that like that's something I'm trying to get out of because like I used to be like that all the time in high school. And I'm just like no, I don't want to be like that no more. I want to be able to like talk to people. But I feel like because I'm so used to being quiet or to myself that I think every time I talk, I'm being annoying or I'm talking too much. So sometimes I don't really talk to people that I want to talk to, and then it's just like I get sad. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
it's one of my problems, but I'm trying to work through it, you know.
I've been the same way lately because a couple years ago some fucked shit happened. But I just started getting back out there and everything. Like
I hope that it's not cutting in and out for you guys because it's cutting in and out for me.
it's probably me. It's my Wi-Fi.
Maybe my internet. Is it my internet?
It might be my internet. Babe, is it cutting in and out for you?
Not even.
Oh.
Okay, now it's back to green. Okay.
Thank you. We're getting new couches next week.
Oh, that's cool. What kind of couches are you like? What's like your aesthetic, your concept?
Well, I don't really know. I'm going to Rent a Center on Wednesday to look at it. But I wanna get this house going again. We've kind of like abandoned it pretty much.
I'm not even doing anything for this house anymore.
See?
See, for me, I'm finally getting my first apartment. So, like, my brother, he's giving me his couch that he's getting rid of because he bought himself new sofas. So, I'm getting a black leathered sofa. I think not that it's like leather, but it has like that plush look to it
Yeah.
that I'm going for. But then I also want to try to get this sleeper
Can you
sofa.
go over there, baby?
And then I got myself this really cute dining table that is like white round, and then the chairs are like a blush pink. Because since I'm gonna be by myself, I feel like nobody's gonna really care if I have my whole house either like black, pink, gray, and white. Hello, everybody.
He left.
That's okay. What's it
Yeah,
called?
MDL is one of Trippy's. He'll like come in and then come out.
Okay, I just seen somebody join that's named K. But yeah, like
It's so hard to pay. Like I don't stream a lot at all because like it's so hard for me to like focus.
I feel like my mind sometimes when I'm talking, I get so lost in conversation, I don't keep up with the chat. Then sometimes I see the chat right in time. So I don't know. Sometimes I have good times. There's sometimes where I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
What did you say? What?
Yeah,
What's going on?
What happened? And then like even like when we're using our
But
phones,
yeah.
GPS doesn't work.
Right.
So and now we can't stream on the computer right now because we need a monitor. So, but we are.
But I think if you were to look at maybe like hand or like there's this one store that it does like for like TVs and like computer monitors. Cause I'm thinking about going there myself too because I want to try to get myself like a gamer PC before I move. Cause I've been like trying to get things that I want to use. So when I get my apartment, my first apartment, I've been putting stuff in boxes. I got myself a rice cooker. Cause knowing myself, I always be eating rice, so I gotta have a rice cooker. Then my sister's giving me her rolly cart in the bathroom. And then what's it called? I'm gonna refurbish this. I'm gonna like fix this little thing up for the bathroom too, like this little thing here.
Yeah.
So I was cleaning the little drawer things, but I think I might have to get them replaced. But the wood parts is still good. I just might have to repaint it white. My desk here, I'm gonna be using it. But my mom got me like another computer desk just in case. So I think I might use the computer desk for like my gaming desk and then keep this for like my school/work desk, basically, like my little at home, like, online business stuff. This freaking flies, bro. And then I got
No, leave it alone.
those things, other things, utensils, dinnerware, pots, pans.
Sit down.
I'm thinking, like
Mommy told you to.
What else do I need to get? I got the dining. Oh, I got myself this really cute pantry thing that it like folds in and folds out because I know in the kitchen part that I have, it doesn't really have much in the kitchen part, and it doesn't have that. It has like this open space in the center, so it's connected to both the kitchen and the living room. So like I got myself like a little pantry thing, but I'm trying to get myself another cabinet thing so that way I could put for like bed sheets and like blankets and stuff like that. I mean, I have another ottoman. I have a blush pink ottoman that I'm gonna use, but I feel like I have so many bed sheets and blankets.
I'm thinking about getting rid of one of our cabinets. Like it's a dresser that.
No.
No? Why?
Because the kids destroyed it.
Uh-huh.
My sister didn't take care of it either, so.
It's okay. The kids in this house destroy things all the time. I feel you.
It's only colorful.
It's not.
She said it's only colorful.
It's colored a bit.
Listen, at the end of the day, kids are gonna be kids. You know, once upon a time, we used to be kids.
Right. You used to be an asshole as a kid.
You know?
No comment. I can't say anything. I can attest, but I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one.
See? She knew you in high school more than I knew you in high school.
Elementary. We grew up together. I can't. You know, I'm gonna shut up.
Go ahead, tell her the first time you met me.
So a long time ago, once upon a time, second grade, this is how I met Angelo, right? We were in the auditorium. I remember Jordan was like, "Oh my God, I want you to meet my best friend," right? And I'm like, "But wait, I thought I was your best friend." She's like, "Yeah, you are, but I have a new one, but that we're gonna add it to the group." And I said, "Oh, okay." This is what initially started our bacon trio. This is what we called ourselves, the bacon trio, because we used to really love bacon. This is where it started. So like I remember she's telling me like, "Oh, he's in this person's class." And then eventually he got transferred into our class because apparently they were like, "Oh, that they kicked him out or whatever," right? So he's in our class now, right? So I'm like, "Oh, okay, so who is it?" So she's like, "Oh, his name is Angelo." So I'm turning around. I said, "Wait, so who is he?" Because mind you, we're sitting. It's like the auditorium. All the kids are like sitting down. We're crisscross applesauce and stuff like that because I think it was like what? I think it was like during Veterans Day or something. Yo, this kid had me cracking the hell up. It was something that was going on in the auditorium. They said something. He got up so quickly. He was just like, "Yeah, USA, yeah." And think what I'm like, yo, what? And then he sat down because like he was always moving and think of whatever. Even the teachers so much that they were like, "Angelo, you're gonna sit right here next to us. You keep moving too much and you're not sitting down, you're not listening." So he used to be like, "But why? Why do I have to sit down? Everybody's up and they're dancing and things like that. Why can't I do that?" They were like, "No, you're doing too much and that's not a part of the program." So he used to get so irritated because they would put him to sit down and I'm like, "Why are they telling you to sit down?" I said, "What happened?" They were like, "I don't know. For one moment, they're telling us we gotta wear white and red and blue shirts. I didn't want to wear blue shirts, so I wore black." And I'm laughing because, like, dude was like, "You know what? These teachers keep telling me that, like, I can't do this. So you know what? When they're least expecting it, I'm gonna leave a little gift on their table or their desk or whatever." Right? There was one time he put something on the teacher's desk. I'm cracking up because I don't remember if it was like a fake spider or something. The way he used to terrorize people low key was so funny. I used to find it comical. But they used to be like, "You know what? You're always so bad. You're always breaking something, throwing something, or thing or whatever. You're going to sit right here." Thing or whatever. A lot of people used to think that he was like what's it called, the teacher's pet, because they used to have the desk right next to the teacher's desk. But I'm like, no, he's there because they want to have him front and center right there and stuff like that. It was so funny. Thank you guys, that was so much. Oh my God. But like it was so funny, I kid you not. I was just like, yo, what? And then there was one time I forgot what we did together, me, Jordan, and him, but we had to sit down. I think it was like we got like ourselves like a detention during this like the school or whatever, but they had us sitting outside. We couldn't play, we couldn't do nothing. We got in trouble. I forgot what we got in trouble for. But all I remember is Jordan was just like, man, if only we didn't freaking listen to Angelo or thing or whatever, we would be playing right now. And I said, I forgot what we did. It was so funny. I was always a forgetful one because I was just like, I don't remember what we did. We did something, but I don't remember. And then he was like, you don't remember? We put this on, like, over here. I'm like, I don't remember. I was always the one that was going along with whatever they were doing. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Either that or Angelo would end up getting in trouble by himself. And there was one time that they got in trouble together. I don't remember what it was, but I think it was because somebody was trying to pick on somebody, and then Angelo stepped in because somebody was trying to say something to Jordan. I forgot what it was. But then they got in trouble, apparently, along with the person. I think it was... You remember Dalton, Angelo?
I fucking hated him.
Yes! That was the kid's name. They had him on the wall, and they put Angelo to sit... And it was like on this edge thing of the wood or whatever. They had us sitting down in the dirt. They had us sitting down in the dirt. And then as we're there punished, right? The freaking guys talking in the corner like, yeah, you know what? I thought you was gay, or I thought... And then they almost started fighting with each other in the grass, too. He was like, oh, what you said? What you said? I'm a get... Boop, boop, boop. I started laughing.
That was what, second grade?
Second or third grade.
My gosh.
Because the thing was, there was this guy, right? Mind you, he was like this white guy, right? Always used to come around to bothering Angelo and Jordan. For some reason, he kind of liked me, but never said anything until like after high school. Then he somehow found me and then was like, oh my God, I always had a crush on you. I didn't know why you used to hang out with those people. And I used to be like, yo, what the heck is wrong with you?
Why are you still hating? That was like...
I never understood that dude, but like, at least the dude, he's chilling now. But like, when he was a kid, what? He was a freaking, he was like a, yes, join the chat, join. He used to be like,
We're in the same room.
No, someone else in her thing.
Yeah, it said that, yeah, you wanted to invite, but it's okay. But what's it called? Dude used to bother Angelo so much, right? I feel like that was the reason why he got kicked out of the one class, right? Me and Jordan eventually found out that that's the reason why he got kicked out of the one class. But the thing was, every time like the recess time or whatever would come around, he was always looking for Angelo to bothering him. And I never understood that because I'm just like, bro, you have these friends, go play with them. Even when we were like sit down, or sometimes we weren't even punished, we just loved sitting in the grass or playing around in the grass. I remember what's it called? Angelo used to love climbing trees and then, you know, messing around with the dirt near the tree or carving out the tree. I don't remember. We used to just mess around with the tree. I don't know what happened, but with the tree. This dude used to come near us purposely and then bothering us. And then people used to question why was I hanging out with them. But I'm like, but these are my friends. You know what I mean? Like, it was so funny. Like, I remember people used to be like, oh, why are you friends with Jordan? I'm like, that's my best friend. That was like my childhood best friend. I'm like, that's my best friend.
But
So like,
so Jordan hates me.
why?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm that kid that will continue asking why. Why?
Why? Like I'm a cool person.
I think you're a cool person. I always thought you were a cool person. I just, for a long time, I didn't know you were Dominique's sister. That was the only thing that kind of surprised me at one point when you told me that was your sister. Because I'm just like, oh, who's your sister? Already had her in my history class. And then being like, oh, well, she's been my history.
Right, me and her are complete fucking opposites. Completely.
I literally thought you guys weren't sisters. I just thought you guys looked like each other in some ways, but I'm just like, nah, I don't think they're sisters. I'm like, no, yeah.
She's my younger sister.
But I think that's so cute though, because I'm like, I didn't know for the longest. I thought it was a joke that somebody was like, no, they're actually sisters. I said, really? I said, she's in my history class. She does ROTC.
I get kicked out of ROTC.
I was supposed to do ROTC, never went. Then years later, somehow, some way, I'm guessing somebody signed me up for the Navy as they try to come to my house and ask for me. I said, I don't know. I'm not going to the Navy, no.
I would go.
Me, I'm not a fighter girl. I'm sorry. I've never been a fighter girl. I don't think I'll ever be a fighter girl. That would be too much for me. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for sharing the live, friend. I see you, Angelo. But like, yeah, I remember he used to be the guy who used to climb trees, dig in the dirt. Sometimes he would randomly find bugs near the tree and chase people with bugs.
You're a horrible
What's
person.
I remember he did that to this one girl. I remember me and Jordan. We were waiting behind this tree. Cause like this girl, I'm guessing there was one time there was this one girl that had a crush on him, right? But he scared the shit out of her, right? So like we're waiting behind this tree, and I'm like, but wait, I was asking Jordan, I'm like, wait, why are we hiding behind the tree? She's like, oh, because we got a surprise for this one girl, right? She said that she likes Angelo, right? And I'm over here, but why are we trying to surprise her? What's going on? Are they getting married? She's like, no, they're not getting married. I said, but what are we doing? And then she's like, oh, look, he's coming out from behind the tree. So then she comes out, the girl comes out, I don't remember her name. She comes out, and then he's like, he throws a bug on her. Because the thing was, he was like, normally nobody really likes me. So if I could throw a bug on somebody and they still like me, then they a real one. So I was literally cackling when he
Traumatizing little girls.
Why do you think I'm
and then I remember the one girl, I forgot what it was. I'm guessing like somebody had tried to pull either mine or Jordan's hair. I don't remember the one time that somebody did. And Angelo found out. That's when he went into like, oh, almost like best friend protective mode. And he was like, you touch them one more time, I'm gonna make sure you eat dirt.
You're crazy. You guys were babies.
I used to just be that. I feel like I was the little like friend in the group that just always was there, and I'm just like, but why? Why are we, like why like I felt
Why?
like it was,
Why?
and then Jordan was like, oh, like and then like I felt like I was always like, I don't know how it was like, we were always chill. It was like always chill vibes. I just feel like a lot of people used to love bothering us because we used to always stick together, and they used to question like, why do you guys always like being near the trees or playing around near like the what's it called? There was one time we were on the jungle gym, and they used to try to kick us out from where the jungle gym was.
Or not Muhlenberg, Ritter.
Thank you for the rose.
Thank you for the roses. Yes, they're giving you roses. Period. Queen. Yes, queen. And she's the one who married the crazy tree climber. Yes. The tree climber found another fellow tree climber. Yes.
She don't
Yes.
climb trees, she watches me do it. Not anymore.
No, I am not fit anymore. Oh, thank you.
I still climb things.
He's like, I don't have any more coins. That's okay. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for showing her so much love. But yeah, it's just like I remember the last time I seen him climb something. Let me tell you, this is funny. This was like maybe like what, sophomore year? Me and my mom had went to McDonald's. I'm gonna tell you this. We went to McDonald's. This dingus was somehow sitting on top of the McDonald's sign on the way, like when you're going to like the drive-through. He's just chilling there on the top of there. My mom said, who the hell is that kid just chilling up on there? Who is that? And then Angela's like, oh, hi Bree's mom. My mom looks to me and she's like, you know this kid? I'm over here like, oh yeah, that's my friend. My mom used to be like, what in the world? And the one time she was dropping me off at the bus station. This is around maybe like 6th grade, right? And he's chilling in the tree. Instead of in the bus stop, like you sit everywhere, he's in the tree. And my mom was just like, yo, is this kid always in a tree? I'm over here like, yes, mom. Yes. Yes, he is. And then she's like, does he ever come down? I'm over here like, yes, mom. Yes, he does.
Does he ever come down?
It was so funny. My mom was just like, is that the kid that you used to hang out with in elementary school? I'm like, yes, mom. She's like, how is he like that and you're still like that? I thought he would have corrupted you by now. I said, no, mommy. No. It was like so funny. And I remember like, even in middle school, I felt like I was always to myself too. I was very like quiet to myself. I felt like Angela was trying to get me to talk more. He's like, well, Bree, if you want to be able to have friends in middle school, you got to start talking more. You got to be able to like talk and like think or whatever. You can't just stay to yourself or stay to me and Jordan. Go make friends. Go do something.
Right.
I used to be like, I don't know anybody. But yeah, that was once upon a time, and I think like what's it called? Skate away. I forgot.
He actually got expelled from middle school.
Yes, he did. Yes. I forgot what got him expelled. I don't remember.
Knives.
But yeah.
Let's go. I see you.
They wanna join in. Can you add them to the thing?
Yeah, sure. How do I figure it? I gotta push the button. Okay. Let's see. Poop. And I think guest. I think that's how you do it. I've been trying to figure this out. I haven't been on here in a good minute.
I have no idea how it works.
It's okay. It's a learning process. This is why we listen and we learn. Okay. So, I think you gotta okay, I'm pressing the box. Just give me a moment. I promise I'm trying to figure this out. It's because I'm pressing so many buttons. Hopefully I don't kick my own self out, but
I always press the wrong buttons.
see, I'm looking at a playbook. I don't want a playbook. I want to be able to. How you say one? Okay, I think you might have to press a button on your end to like.
Yeah, you gotta hit the request to join.
Yes, you gotta request to come in the box, and then I think on my end, then I'll be able to press it. These freaking gnats, bro, get the freak out of here, yo. Like, I know I do not stink. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Did he leave?
I don't know. I'm pressing the button. I'm pressing the button. I think. No, I think that's yeah. Mark. I touched it. How do I do that? I think you might have to. Okay. Okay, I think I could do that one. Okay.
All right, that's Dom.
Dom?
Yeah, Dom's in here. Dom's Fluffy Bunny.
Oh my god! It's a reunion! Oh my god! I still have that picture in my room of me and when I used to be friends with this girl. I'm not friends with that girl no more, but I'm just so happy.
What'd she do?
It's not letting me go on the camera.
Let me see. Maybe I could fix it. Or maybe you have to turn your camera from your end. But I can
Yes, turn it on from her end.
How do I do that?
Angela's coming, love.
Yay! Oh my god! Like my inner child is like so happy right now. This is like feeling so many things for me right now. I'm just like, man. Ah!
Can I invite this person back in? What?
Okay, so you just muted yourself. Okay, you're gonna have to press the unmute and you're gonna have to figure out how to press the button to turn the camera on.
Okay, so she has to apply for live access.
Oh, well, I ain't doing all that.
Is she pop?
I don't know how to do all that. Hi, Bree.
Hi, Dom! Oh my god! I feel like a little kid in a candy store. Like, I feel like whenever I see people that I missed for, like, so long, I get so giddy. I'm like, oh my god!
Yeah, I have. Apparently, I have to apply to do like a live thing to put my camera on, and I don't know how to do all that, so I'm not doing all that.
That's okay. But oh my god, hi!
Hi.
I feel like I'm so cheesy right now. Now my cheeks. I'm like, oh.
The the baby that Bree showed you earlier, that's my baby.
Oh, yeah, she looks like you. I'm like, oh my, I'm like, you look just like your mommy. Oh my god, how are you?
Tired. Go watch the iPad.
I feel
They
you, girl.
can't see you, honey. My camera's not on. I can't put my camera on.
Hi.
Hi.
This is my daughter.
Sounded
My
demonic.
oldest daughter.
Oh, I think
I
that
am
was fun.
6 years old.
And you're 6, so get away from me.
She found the box
Go.
today.
Hi, Annie Bree.
Hi, baby girl.
Oh,
Go watch the iPad.
there's 2 Breeze.
There is 2 Breeze.
I love you.
Love you, baby. Go away.
Go watch your iPad.
I'm just a distant auntie. Let's just say that. Oh my god, like I'm so happy for you guys. Though. Oh my god. So Dom, how's everything with you?
I was working at Wendy's, but I went on maternity leave, and now I don't know if I have a job.
It's okay. We are both jobless. It's okay. I'm not working right now. I had thought I was in a business partnership with someone. It didn't turn out the way that I thought it would. I thought it was going to be
It's fine
gumdrops
with me.
and rainbows, but it was never that.
Sit down and watch the iPad. Emma, stop jumping on the bed. Sit down and watch the iPad.
I don't want to sit on the floor no more. I'm taking a shit.
Where are you going? Ah, you guys switched.
Yeah, I expanded my screen.
Yeah. Cause
But yeah, I was telling Bree that I'm not friends with that chick I used to be friends with in high school anymore. And I was telling her the whole backstory of like why I'm not friends with her, why I don't talk to her, and all this other.
in there.
I'm honestly not friends with anyone anymore.
I feel you, girl.
Go.
Nobody.
I'm gonna lock your kid in the basement.
You're locking my kid in the basement?
Yeah.
Why?
So she's not clothed, then she can't be in the camera, and she keeps trying to get in the camera.
Tell her to get her ass back up here. Emma has strep throat, so she's supposed to be away from the other kids.
She's clothed. She can be in here. I'm so tired. I need a nap.
I've been trying to take a nap for an hour. It's not been working.
Well, you can't take a nap because you have Emma.
I'll take my nap tomorrow. It's fine.
I'm gonna be right back.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna put this right here. How do I turn my? Okay.
What time does Angelo have to leave?
After we get AJ.
Okay.
Alright, Vladimir, welcome in.
I gotta
be at the doctor office with Rosie by 4:15. No, by 4. I gotta be there by 4. So appointment's at 4:15. Oh, I'm so tired of these weight check appointments.
Ow. So you throw it at me?
Yeah.
Explain that, chat. It doesn't work, so she throws it at me.
Makes sense.
My baby, can you hand me my monster?
What's the weather like outside?
It's actually pretty nice.
Is it like nice or
It's nice. It's like a cool little breeze.
okay?
Throw it out. In the green bucket.
I think I gotta leave. I had to get the bus like just after 3. One of the buses after 3.
Okay.
But hopefully this will be her last appointment for a couple weeks. And I know you probably work in the morning on Thursday, but I already talked to Angelo. He's going to watch Rosalie for a little bit on Thursday because I have an OB appointment.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's at like 12, so it'll be fine.
I'm gonna open the window. Here. Open the window and the door. Because to get some air in here, pretty. That's why. There's a bee right there, right in my face. Well, hi to the bee, guys. It's a little bee.
That bee can stay exactly where it is.
I have my phone on the charger, so I can only walk so far. No, leave it, baby. I'm gonna sit because bees gonna bite you. Put it out.
So,
I should probably get a shower and finish shaving. I got one last night, but only half-ass shaved because Rosalie was crying, so I had to get out. When do you want to give me another tattoo?
Let me feel like it.
I'm not bleeding anymore.
When are you gonna pay me for a tattoo?
When I get a job, I'm gonna talk to my OB when I have my appointment to see when I can go back to work. And then I had to fucking find another job because, Dave's not gonna take me back now.
Yeah. Well, me and Mom got everything sorted out until then, but just need your help a little bit more with the kids in the house. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Well, it'll be easier as soon as I can get her downstairs. Do you think we could, try to set up her packing play today or tomorrow?
No.
Oh,
We'll talk about that later.
right.
Not on stream.
You okay?
Yeah, the chest is shitty. That's all. You still sat on the floor, another. You still sat on the floor, baby.
yeah.
Where'd Angela go?
Upstairs.
That's what are you doing?
My hands sanitizer.
You have a hand sanitizer?
Keep my hands clean.
Don't. Mara, no.
Emma, go watch the iPad.
Come on, come out here.
What's different in there?
Emma!
Is that in there?
Don't listen.
Stroken, what are you doing?
Stop. Emma, my camera's not on.
Hi.
Go watch the iPad. Okay, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna get ready. Start getting ready.
Alright. My nose itches.
Mommy, take this toy.
Did you just...
What's this?
We're gonna be less a kid. Ugh. He spit in my hair. I'm going to get off here before she gets too crazy. Bree, I love you. Thank you so much for letting me join in with you. I will message you, okay?
Okay, I'm back. Wait. I's back. I'm back. Oh, everybody left. Trying to get my computer up, but this cat keeps attacking me in the wires. Oh, damn. But yeah, I'll be back on this. I just need my phone so I could be able to complete my meeting. So I came back, so I was gonna end the live stream, and I was gonna come. What's it called? I'm gonna do this live stream later, but I'm gonna need my phone to make some phone calls, cause a girl. I need to get my apartment, and some people have been messing around with me, so like I really need to get this stuff done. Now my hair clip is coming out everywhere. If you guys would like to stay tuned with all this content, make sure you guys do check out my Instagram, my Cocoberry link in my bio, my YouTube channel. The live stream playback will be played up on there. I'm also creating some more content for later, but I'll see you guys later. I love y'all. I'll be back. Love y'all.